Hello, guys. Good morning. I just decided to do an impromptu live and was wanting to chat about some stuff. I have had a very productive morning and just wanted to come on and say hi, talk about some things. Let me see. I think my dishwasher's too loud. Need to unhook. I need to get on my AirPods. Let's see. Turn those off. And turn them on here. There we go. Okay. All right. So I had an idea and I was wondering if anybody wanted to participate. And that is, I want to do a low carb, keto, carnivore book club. So basically, we could read for example, like Jason Fung's book, or just any of the keto carnivore books, and then discuss on lives. So, tell me what you think. I don't know how many people are actually going to be able to attend a live today, but you can watch this on the replay and see what you think. Have my usual people, and I know some of you want to do it with me. But the reason why I want to do this is just primarily because there's so many people that don't have like the basics of keto, low carb, why we do it, reading labels, things like that, just the basics. So I think it'd be beneficial. And I need to get my watch hours up too. So I need to start doing more lives. So I'm going to message somebody real quick. So I've been doing this thing with my cat. Okay. So I had a very overweight cat. Actually two of them, but one of them was like belly was dragging the ground. And I decided, so I'd had a prior cat that passed away a few years ago that actually had diabetes. And there was a special food that we had this cat on that was recommended by the vet. And it's a really low carb food. It's meat based. It's just one that you can buy at Walmart. It's not anything spectacular, but the differences in this cat were unbelievable. And so I thought, if that food is good for my diabetic kitty, then it has to be good for my kitty who is most likely diabetic. Hold on just one second. I have my dishwasher going and it's draining, and I think it's going to be too loud. But anyway, so if it's good enough for my diabetic kitty, it has to be good enough for just any kitty, right? So I started my cat on this food probably, I mean, it's probably been just right at a month. And y'all, you would not believe the difference in this cat. It has lost so much weight. It's a tomcat. He's lost so much weight and he wants to go outside constantly. He's like a little kitten. And before, I mean, it was all I could do to get him to go outside again, you know. He goes outside, he goes in the backyard and just wanders around a little bit and um yeah, I mean, he's lost so much weight and he's like a new cat. And then my other cat actually has a lot of anxiety. This cat acts like you would think that this cat had been abused the way it acts. But this cat has never it's been treated like gold since it was a little tiny kitten. And even when I pet it, well, first of all, for the first few years of its life, it would only let me pet it. Then it started letting one of my sons pet it. And now it lets another one of my sons pet it. But there are two of my sons that it really does not want anything to do with. And my husband also, it'll run. Um, so since I've started it on this food, I mean, she's so super friendly now. Like she's a different cat as well. So it's not a carnivore diet, but I'm thinking it's keto, right? Keto for cats. So, and you can get it at Walmart. Hey, bestie. How are you, Nicole? I am just sitting here. Well, I'm feeling extremely motivated this morning because I have been going to bed early. I've been waking up early. I went down to the DMV earlier. Um, was there at 8 o'clock. Like, who am I? You know, it's weird. Oh, well, I can't wait to see your smiling face on Saturday. We're gonna do a live on well, not a live, my bad. We're gonna do a pre-recorded on Saturday, and then I'll be posting it. I don't know when. I'll probably have to I don't think I'll even edit it, honestly. Just depends. But anyway. Yeah, so my cat. Okay. So this is crazy. About a month ago, I decided, well, number 1, my cat had urinary um, crystals. So it had, and this was like over a year ago, and was just peeing in inappropriate places and stuff. So I took it to the vet, and they're like, "Yeah, your cat's got crystals in its urine. You need to switch it to this food that we sell, and ironically is $100 a bag, over $100 a bag." For a big bag, you know, because of course I have to have both of my cats on this food. I can't just have one cat eating one thing. Like we just leave food out for them, right? Well, and that was probably another part of the problem, but that's a whole different thing. Um, but yeah, so we had our cats on this stupid um what was it, like low sulfate or low, I don't know. It's supposed to prevent crystals. And it was a prescription food, so not only do I have to have them, you know, go to the vet at perfectly regular intervals so that we can keep our prescription up to date, so they'll be so kind to sell us this $100 bag of food, every probably month. I don't even know how often we were buying it. It was depressing for me to even have to go buy, but I love my cat, right? So, anyway, so both cats were eating that food. Well, they just kept getting fatter and fatter and fatter. And I just thought, you know, I had this diabetic cat several years ago. She passed away finally, but I mean, I say finally, that's horrible. Y'all, if you've never had a diabetic cat, it's awful. It is awful. I'm a nurse. I had to run a kitty ICU with this diabetic cat on more than one occasion. But anyway, I'm getting off track. So, um, yeah, so I thought, you know what? I remember the food that this doctor, the same vet, recommended to me when I had my little diabetic kitty. So I went to Walmart, actually Sam's Club, because I wanted the big package of it, and it's canned food. And I looked on the package, and the first ingredients were like meat, and so it's a low carb food. And I thought, if it's good enough for my little diabetic kitty, it's good enough for my regular kitties that just have big fat dragon guts that are eventually going to be diabetic. Because let's face it, that's what we're doing to our animals as well as ourselves. We're eating crap, they're eating crap. Everybody's going to end up towards the diabetic spectrum eventually if we keep it up. But yeah, so this cat, so I started feeding both of my cats this canned food about a month ago. And so I'm not just leaving food out all the time. I'm feeding them once in the morning and once in the evening. They seem like they love it. They seem like they're getting full, but they have both been losing weight, and especially the tomcat. He has been losing like crazy amounts of weight. My husband said, I think he must be sick. He was thinking he had cancer or something. And I'm like, babe, no, this is on purpose. It's working. What I had planned to do is working. So I'm so happy. I haven't measured him, I haven't weighed him. So I don't know how much he's lost, but it's noticeable. So, and then I was telling them that my female kitty, she's usually just really shy, and not even shy, really like super backward. My husband said she's inbred, so she probably is. But she has just been flopping around, wanting me to pet her and stuff like that. And so the food, this was my trial food, okay, before, because I'm not quite ready to like figure out what a cat would need on a carnivore diet or on like a homemade diet. So I got this food. It's Frisky's pate. Okay. It's important that you get the pate because like the gravy kind is too high in carbs. Man, Nicole, it's been like a month, and it's crazy. It is crazy. I mean, this cat, he's acting like a little kitten. Like he just stands at the door wanting to go outside constantly. And before, I mean, if I could get him to go out once a day, it was something, because he just wasn't feeling good, and it was obvious. And as we all know, we're not going to have trouble with urinary crystals on a low carb diet. It's just, that's not going to happen. So, anyway, what are you doing today? Working? I'm sure you're working. I just figured I would come on here and discuss that. And then also, I have decided that I want to do a low carb, keto, carnivore, ketovore, like whatever, low carb, basically book club. So there's a lot of books in that I want to read. And I just thought it would be more fun to do it as a group. So we could have lives, and I can even have people, come in and have them in the little boxes, and we can all talk about the book. The one thing I didn't know, I was trying to figure out, is how many chapters should we read over what period of time? Because, not everybody's going to be like, just sit down and read the whole thing. Lots to update me on. Okay. Well, hey, you can come in if you want. You want to come in? No, reading also puts me to sleep. I need to put the comment up here so people will know what I'm responding to. Yeah. So reading puts me to sleep. I've always thought it was an ADHD thing. I went to a university when I was younger, and I could not read. Like, they would give us the assignments. I mean, I can read, but if it's not something I'm just really, really into, I can't. So I'll listen to books. There are some that I'll read, but it wouldn't be like a marathon session. So a book club would work good for me, I think. Because I can just read a couple chapters at once, maybe, and then have our discussion and wait to talk about the rest of it, because you don't want to read too far ahead, because then you're not going to remember like what you're supposed to be discussing. You're wearing an elf shirt. We love your elf shirt, Nicole. You want to come in? You want to come in wearing your elf shirt? I know you're not high maintenance, so you don't have to go put on makeup or fix your hair or anything. You're like me, just don't even bother with that most of the time. Y'all, look at my little hair. I've had on a headband. I've got yeah, it's not good, but as long as I'm like this, you can't really tell. Oh, but also I wanted to update on my diet. So it's really hard for me to do this without doing a truck chat, because in my truck chats, I'm just like, not really focusing on anything but driving. It just makes it so much easier. But so I'm trying to decide like where I want to go with my content. I want to start making some more content, just talking to the camera content, maybe a little bit of education content. Okay, I'll send it to you. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, so trying to decide some of that. I just bought me a whiteboard back here, and I've been like watching videos and taking notes on it frantically, like some kind of weirdo nutty professor or something. And yeah, so that's where we're at there. Okay, invite, copy, and then let's do Facebook Messenger. That'll be quick. Nicole, there we are. All righty. You are invited. You are cordially invited to Kim's live. Anyway, so my diet. So what I'm doing with my diet now, y'all, I think I went like a full 160 days before I really started adding carbs back in. And I haven't done a lot. I've definitely stayed keto, primarily Ketovore. Okay, here's Nicole. Oh, you got the Halloween background.
I'm confused on holidays. Halloween, elf.
Yes, 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 yes. I love it.
Wait, I can put a Christmas background up.
I just cropped you.
You what?
Nothing.
You cropped me?
Could you not tell? I cropped it.
Hey.
Did yours change? Or look, I could just make you I could make me the star. Is your screen changing?
Yes, leave me
Yeah, we're not gonna do
alone.
that. We're not gonna do that because I want to see the elf shirt. So,
well, I'm going to put an appropriate background up.
I like that background. Oh, the Christmas. Where did you get that background?
Hey.
How do you do your backgrounds anyway? I don't know.
Canva. So I use OBS.
Oh, okay. I keep
virtual
meaning to use
webcam.
OBS, but I haven't.
Yeah.
So
what are we talking about?
So I was talking about what my diet transition I'm making right now. So I've been doing more Ketovore. Just trying to add like one or two things back a week. And just see how it affects me. And then I did have a day where I was like, okay, I want to try some potatoes, like some white potatoes. I just wanted some really bad. And no, it's not for me.
I mean,
They're not good for me at
is
all.
the
They're
tahini for you?
the tahini is for me. Listen, I got a big jug of of pork rinds and some tahini over there right now, just calling my name.
Yeah,
So
that's
did you
the
go
worst.
buy some?
That's the worst thing ever. Hell no.
I thought it was delicious. I think that I think we need to work on your palate.
Do we though?
I think we do. I think we
You
do.
can't try to southernize me.
That's good. I was getting ready to say, I think you're just too northern. Like you're
I'm too much
just
of a
too
Yankee?
you are a damn
Yep.
Yankee.
So
Mm.
we're thinking about transitioning our kitty too. Our male cat, the
Uh-huh.
one who just passed away in July, he had crystals a long time ago, and he actually
Mhm.
almost died because we were away for Thanksgiving, and he had it for quite a few days while we were gone.
Yeah.
He was on the special prescription diet. We used Chewy because the vet can virtually approve the prescription on Chewy. It's super
Yeah.
easy. But we
I
had
did
both
that
cats
too,
on
by the
that,
way.
and you paid
Huh?
that much money?
We got the large bag because we have 2 cats, and anything that my one they're brother and sister, and they're probably cousins and aunts and uncles too. Like, these cats were probably a little inbred because I think they were barn cats, and, you just can't really control, like, the mating and stuff, so
That's true. That's true.
yeah, so I think that's part of her problem with her being so shy, um, but yeah, so I got distracted what we were talking about. Okay, so
Well,
they have to both eat the same food. So I had to buy the big bag of like I can't remember what the brand name was, like prescription
C
something.
and D.
I don't know. It was like a big white bag and it was
Yeah,
urinary SO. I think it was like sulfite, something low sulfite or sulfur or something. I don't know. It didn't make
nice.
a lot of sense to me, but I do know that it will improve on a low carb diet because, magic.
Well, I'm gonna stream this to my audience, I think, so we can get some more people up in here.
Mhm.
Hold on.
I wasn't even worried about it. I'm just trying to get some time in and utilize my StreamYard so that I'm not paying, 20 whatever dollars a month for it for no reason. And also I am, let's see, I only have like well, it's like 30 more to go or something before 500
Oh,
about
yeah. You're at
subs.
467.
So I'm like, I need to put some time in, you know what I'm saying? I
You
need to
think?
Yeah, I was at 469, but evidently I must have pissed a couple
It
people
happens.
off.
That's what I'm saying. I can stream to my audience. We can get some peeps in here. Plus
Yeah, go for it.
plus I have an elf shirt and I have this cool background. I'm
Mhm.
very festive, and I wanna share this with the world.
I love it. I love it. I just don't wanna look desperate, you know? Like, I
Desperate for
could talk
what?
to myself. I don't
I
care.
know, you were doing a great job talking to yourself.
Literally, girl, that's what my truck chats are. It's me driving around just with a running stream of consciousness, and then I'm like, "Edit, snip, 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 cram it together. There we go."
I
It's the
mean
laziest ever. It
I mean,
is.
it's fun. You're way better at it than I am. I think I lost
I
a couple
don't
subs
know
on that
about
group
that.
chat. It was like the most I had no freaking clue what to talk about.
No, I think yours was good. I think it was really good.
That's only because I gave you a shout out.
Well, you have to give your internet bestie a shout out.
You're putting your gloss on. All right, so you're ready. I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna stream. Let me figure this out. But yeah, I have lots to update people on.
Do you? Like, are
Random.
you gonna do that today?
Yeah, why not?
Let's do it.
Random live stream. Hold on, let me see if I can tag you.
I've already been to the DMV today, girl. So,
Really?
at 8 a.m. I've been going to sleep early. I've been getting up early. I've been feeling a lot better. Oh, look who it is. It's Bubba Rob.
Hey, buddy.
How you doing, bub? My two internet besties in the same place at the same time.
Hold up.
Hold up.
Dun, 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 dun.
Do you see how I do that? When I just caught myself. When I'm on camera, for some reason, I go like this all the time. Like I smack my freaking lips, and I cannot stand it. I usually edit it out, but on a live, obviously can't do that.
There are two of the nicest YouTubers.
Oops.
Thanks for the kindness yesterday, Kim. Aw, just going to jump in the shower and get ready for the day. Bring your computer in and stay in the chat in the shower.
That's right. That's right.
Shower chat. That's shower
I
chat.
take my phone in the shower, and I cover up the camera with a little, like, this little sliver of a loop of a wash rag thing. And, that way nobody can watch me in the shower, but I can watch them.
That's kind of creepy.
It's okay.
A little bit.
I love it.
So I have too funny. So does that mean you're gonna do it, Rob? You're gonna take us in the shower with you? It'll be
Okay,
the
so
Christmas gift, right? Because apparently we're in Christmas season. I have another
Evidently.
live at 4 today, and it's gonna be back to Halloween. So today's just a confused day.
I have a live tonight
With who?
at 8:30 with the football
Oh, Greg.
football party or something.
Gotcha.
Yes, Greg. It's Greg, but I thought you guys would recognize like the
Hey. Daddy Butter's in the house.
Daddy Butter. Yay! I'm so glad somebody took that name.
But it's on his gaming channel, but that doesn't matter. That's still hilarious.
That's okay. I started to change mine to Mommy Butter, but then I thought maybe somebody would associate and think that we were like married or something.
Mama Butter.
Mommy Butter. Or Nurse Butter. I started to do Nurse Butter, but then I was like, well, if it gets on my nerves and I'm calling myself Nurse Butter, I have to keep it for like 2 weeks. So then I might be like, well, I don't know.
It's all right. But yeah,
Nurse
so
Butter Kim.
Butter Kim. That's not as catchy. So I am in the middle. Let's see. I am 2 weeks.
Pregnant?
2.5 weeks into my 30-day experiment with this whole carb thing. Why are you laughing? What happened?
Because I said pregnant? And you just totally missed it.
Oh,
sorry.
I gotta hit the ball for that one. Hell no. But no, so 2.5 weeks into my 30-day carb experiment. So I've increased my carbs overall. I'm still under 50. Most times I don't even get to 50, but I am going to put a video out on this, but so far it is going well. So I have low carb, glyphosate free oatmeal. It's only 14 grams of carbs, and regular oatmeal is like 20 something, almost 40. So I found lower carby oatmeal, and that's been settling okay with my stomach. And I did a half a sweet potato yesterday. But yeah, I do get deeper sleep, and I am noticing an improvement in my energy levels, and I'm back to losing weight. So far, I think the experiment is going well, but this is specifically for the perimenopause, like that menopausal ish age who can benefit with the estrogen levels and all that stuff. So I'm curious. You said you were messing with your carbs a little bit. Where
Hold on. I just want to tell you, I'm not laughing at you. I'm just still laughing at Daddy Butter.
Daddy Butter. Hey, what's up, Michael?
Does anybody know? Have we told people how we came up with Daddy Butter?
We did on one of my previous random chats. Okay.
Y'all, we've got to tell you because it's freaking hilarious. And then we'll go into the whole carb thing. So we were at Keto Palooza, and me and Nicole, I don't know, did you not have glasses on? Do you not wear glasses?
No, my glasses were in the hotel. Like no one but one person had their
Nobody
glasses.
had glasses on. So we're old, right? Evidently. And so we turn around, we're trying to figure out who everybody is. Well, their names are on the back of their shirts. So we turn around and there's this one guy, and I'm like, what does that say on the back of his shirt, Nicole? I said, it looks like it says Daddy Butter.
And then for the rest of the day, we kept seeing this guy, Daddy Butter. And I wanted to go up to him and say, what's up, Daddy? But every time Kim kept stopping me.
I was like, Nicole, we do not know him. And it does not say Daddy Butter. I'm not going to say what it said. It was his name. And, I just don't want to put him out there like that. But yeah, it did not say Daddy Butter. So it said Kim whoops.
You said Kim. A Freudian slip. Like
if his name was Kim, it said his name. And then
his name was Barry, I think.
Okay, we'll just tell you. It said Barry Butler or something like that. Yeah. But I mean, we're not even sure about that because we didn't have our glasses on.
Well, Sean, Daddy Butter here, made a clip on his channel. I actually watched it. It was funny as hell.
About why he does Daddy Butter?
About that conversation about Daddy Butter.
Oh, that's funny.
Because I was on with Carnivore Backwoods, John, and we were cracking up. Hey, what's up, Master Chief, sir? Welcome.
Well, the funniest thing about it was we were so disappointed that man's shirt did not say Daddy Butter.
I mean, I still called him Daddy all weekend.
We're like, where's Daddy Butter? Oh, there he is. We didn't talk to the guy. We don't know him from Adam.
I wanted to, but you kept stopping me.
Well, I think Mommy Butter was standing next to
him. She's a sub.
I'm sure they're very sweet people.
Yes.
I'm sure they are. But he really needs to change his name to Daddy Butter because that would have been awesome. I would have loved that. I mean, at a keto convention, Daddy Butter, come on.
Makes sense.
I made a clip if y'all want to play it. How do I even do that, y'all?
Can I share it? Hold on.
Yeah, you do it.
Because I watched it. It's really funny. Let me pull it up. Call me Daddy Butter. Oh my goodness.
Call me Daddy Butter.
How do I pause?
I'm way too easily
Let me share it. I think I can
for
share.
A grown woman. Y'all like my cat?
I think you're going to have to put it up on the screen, though.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
There was this guy. He wore a shirt, and it was the four of us at the table, and none of us had our glasses. Couldn't read his shirt, so me and Kim, I think, thought his shirt said Daddy Butter. So every time I saw him, I really wanted to call him Daddy Butter. Thankfully, she stopped me every time, so I don't know what would have happened. But Daddy, I dare you. I dare you. Do it, Sean.
Mo Butter.
Mama didn't raise no
Mo Butter.
He changed his name to Daddy Butter.
Wait, did he?
Wait, where?
Yeah. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Oh my god. Oh, my wife is losing my mind over here.
Oh my god. So
that's great, Sean. I love it. Okay.
Always count on Sean to bring the comedy.
Hi, Master Chief.
What's up, Master Chief? So, welcome. What had happened was I had just finished stuffing my face, and Kim texted me said I'm live. I was like, all right, talking about cats. I'm like, that's cool. And then she's like, you want to come on?
Cats.
And I was wearing an oversized elf shirt because, no meetings today. I'm comfy. And
And she loves
so
her
here
elf
we are.
shirt.
None of this was planned, but I'm going with the Christmas theme,
You know what? I need to go get my Christmas shirt on.
You should. You
I
should.
got it. It's right up at the top of the stairs. I could go get it. You can entertain the people.
All right, let's go.
Okay, let's do this. Hold on. You got to be entertaining, Nicole. Now, my people, they come here for a reason. All right.
So, I can't pull stuff up on the stream, but I'll talk. Oh, okay. She's gone. So what's going on? What's going on, Master Chief? What's going on, Sean? What's going on, everyone else that's in the stream? We were originally talking about, I just popped on a few minutes ago, but we were originally talking about our cat's diet. So Kim just transitioned her cat, or is in the process of transitioning her cat to a carnivore keto-ish diet. And we're actually thinking about doing the same for ours. So I was recommended, it's called Instinct Ultimate Protein to feed our cats. So I might give that a shot. But if you guys are pet owners, dogs, cats, whatever, let us know what brand of food you give them. Because we're both actually in the process of trying to transition our cats to a more appropriate diet. So, yeah, if you guys have any tips or any suggestions, definitely drop it in the chat below. But that's what we were talking about earlier in the conversation. I'm actually parked and available if I can invite myself. Oh, heck yeah. Kim will have to do the invite because this is her stream. I like I said, I just popped on a few minutes ago. So when she comes back, I'll have her invite you, Sean. Sweet. Master Chief, really sad watching Abby Sharp deal with all those medical problems while pushing her sad diet. Yeah, she actually, this was like a year ago, but she's been battling SIBO for, gosh, a long, long time. And she was working with another registered dietitian to help manage her SIBO symptoms. And the registered dietitian actually prescribed her a low fiber diet, which is what you should be on if you have SIBO. But she didn't even last an entire week. She didn't even last a week. She could only last a couple days because her she couldn't go without that type of food. So needless to say, her SIBO came back because she couldn't follow the advice of her prescription from her registered dietitian friend. Hey, what's up, Becky? What's up, Ellie? What's up, Denise?
You're not going to be able to see it enough.
Hey, ho, ho, ho.
Christmas.
I wish
Christmas.
I wish I had Christmas music on my soundboard. But Sean wants to come on stream if you can invite him.
Okay, I have to show you first. So, y'all, when I was at Keto Palooza, I only brought shorts because I'm an idiot. Nicole tried to tell me that we needed pants and long sleeve shirts.
She was laughing at me that I had
80 degrees here. What are you talking about? So anyway, it got really cold. So I had to buy these pants because they were like the only pants this place had that fit me. So look, it kind of matches. Like almost. I don't know.
Sean, I just sent you the link to your IG DM. Okay. I just DM'd it to you. Yeah, she was laughing at me because I brought nothing, but I brought shorts.
Can you bring him in?
I just sent him the link you sent me.
Okay.
I DM'd it to him in IG. But yeah, Kim was making fun of me so hard because I was wearing pants. I didn't bring a jacket though. That was my bad because it got cold as hell. But I did bring hoodies and stuff, and she was making fun of me. And look, this girl over here had to buy pants.
Well, I never get cold, to be fair. Okay, so I just assumed I wasn't going to get cold.
So I mentioned to them about our cat. Oh, she's gone. So Denise, I'm running the stream now. I'm taking over. Denise, we tried that with my daughter's cat, but he would not eat it. He actually would bite me if I didn't serve him Friskies. Dang, dude.
Well, listen, the kind I got is Friskies, and my cat's losing hella weight on it.
Yeah, that's what we're afraid of because our cat, we lost our senior kitty to cancer back in July, and that wrecked us. So we have one senior kitty still alive, and she's still on the prescription food, even though we got it for our kitty who passed away, not her. But she is addicted to this wet food, especially the one with gravy. Like, she is addicted to that stuff. So that's what I'm afraid of, Denise. I'm afraid if we try to switch her food, she's gonna freaking jump on my face. Oh, you're muted, dude. Ho ho ho.
Do you know why, ho ho ho, she's addicted to the one with gravy?
Yeah, you mentioned the carbs and all that stuff.
Because it's like just straight carbs. It's addictive.
Yeah.
These poor kitties, like our vets are recommending food to help their conditions that aren't really helping their conditions, and we're paying a lot of money for that. And then just out of the blue, I go and get some low carb food and miraculously have cured my cat, evidently.
Well, can we make this stream like really, really crazy? Can I?
Sure.
So Ellie,
I'm not monetized, so we can do anything we want.
I mean, so I have to watch my swearing because apparently like 2 of my videos are limited monetized because I like to say shit and stuff. Oh, sorry, YouTube. But yeah, they're like cracking down on the swearing, so I have to watch my mouth. But Ellie, since you're wearing your Christmas shirt, what do you say I go ahead and shoot you the link to come on? Do you want to come on stream and be in the Christmas spirit together? Come on, Ellie. Come on.
Come on, Ellie.
We had Christmas it up in here.
Let's do it. I can't show my Christmas shirt, y'all. Like, if I show my Christmas shirt, y'all can't see my face.
Oh.
Unless I sit way back here.
There you go.
I'll just sit back here. I'll stand up or something. I don't know. Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
Here we go. All right.
So Sean said he'll be here in 1 sec. What about you? What about you, Ellie? Oh my God, I can do it. Yeah, buddy. All right,
Hi, Becky.
I'll send
Becky, you got your Christmas shirt on? You want to come in?
I'll send you the link.
Get your Christmas shirt, Becky. Nourishment redacted, Ellie. Oh, that's Ellie. Okay.
I'm gonna email Ellie the link.
Okay.
Yay.
I was watching her one of her videos the other day.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Because I like her name.
Oh, this is
I
gonna
just
be
pretty
an
much
awesome
watch Carnivores all day.
Kim didn't know the stream was gonna turn into all this.
This is wild, y'all.
Telling you. That's what we're afraid of with our cat, man. We're afraid that she's gonna like try to like gnaw my face off if I take her food away.
This Friskies is evidently good.
Yeah.
Because they eat it and the dogs want it. And so I was watching a video from Carnivore Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, yesterday. And he was making dog food.
Homemade?
So yeah. He has a grinder and everything. It's really cool.
Oh.
And I'm actually going to be on his show, thanks to you, evidently.
Yeah, I nominated you.
Thanks
You're
for
welcome.
the nomination. So,
I was like, Kim's a vet.
Barely.
Hey,
I'm a pseudo vet, I think.
A vet is a vet, dude.
I do get a discount at Lowe's and Home Depot.
A vet is a vet.
Yeah. I stayed in a Holiday Inn Express once.
So the food, I just want to mention because Master Chief and Denise, because I know you guys are talking about the food. Oh, Becky's talking about clothes. But for the cat food, I was recommended, let me know if anyone's tried Instinct Ultimate Protein. That was the food that was recommended to me. I haven't had a chance to look it up yet. I think my husband actually just got more regular, the food we've been giving our cat off Chewy. So probably the next batch I might try that. But let me know if anyone has tried that brand. I've never heard of it before.
So Denise, so she said Gus ate that all his life and he just passed away at 20 years old. So 2 things on that come to my mind. One is that there's a lot of people that can do that. Like my husband, he could probably eat just about anything he wanted to, and he stays pretty skinny and, generally healthy. Labs all look great. It's a lot of that's genetics, I think. But now me, on the other hand, no, I mean, it's ridiculous. And I think my poor little diabetic cat was like me. And, he died a horrible death because he got insulin every day and they don't even check their sugar. Like, they don't even have you check their sugar. I went and bought a monitor myself and just started doing it. But I'm pretty certain that his sugar eventually got too low. And I found him seasoned in the bathroom floor. So, but yeah. Oh, and the other thing was that, what was it? It was two things. So one was the genetics thing, and then also you don't know how they feel, I mean, my cat was probably 17 years old, but I mean, I don't think he felt great in the last years of his life.
Our cat had blood cancer and he died. He was only 12. So that's why we want to switch our 10-year-old to the proper diet, because I feel like, because he was obese, and I feel like his issues probably wouldn't have happened or likely not would have happened if he were eating right. So that's our reasoning for wanting to switch our surviving kitty.
You want him to continue to survive, right?
I want them to live beyond 12, dang it.
And I mean, no telling how long a cat would live. Like, if our cats that are being fed the standard kitty cat diet are living 20 years, imagine how long they might live if we gave them something really good. There's Sean.
Hey, come on, man.
Where'd he go?
Whoa.
He wasn't ready. Sean, you weren't ready. I knew it.
So I have a couple channel things coming up on the channel that I'm excited about. And it's gonna be very controversial. So I'm excited for the comment section. But Master Chief.
And we have to finish. You have to finish what you were saying, Nicole.
About the
cat? We got like really sidetracked and
about what?
Excited. About the carbs. You said you had been adding carbs back in for like the last 2 weeks?
Yeah, so this is where the controversy comes into play. So I did a pre-recorded collab. So on my channel, I have a couple premieres coming up within the next week and two. And Jonathan has the same. So we're reacting to Paul Saladino's diet. And I said some things that are probably going to end up being controversial. I don't think there actually are, but it's surrounding carbs. So
something good about Paul Saladino?
Not the quantity, but when I started, I was 0, and I started more so ketovore type, so like 20 and under. But more recently, in the last 2.5 weeks and change, I upped my carbs to 50. So I'm still under 50, but toying with that because I've been doing a lot of digging on
all right, I love it.
on carbs and perimenopause.
Hold on. I feel like you got that at a truck stop, Sean. Did you get that at a truck stop?
The shirt or the hat?
Both.
The shirt.
I think I got it at Walmart. I got it years ago.
It looks like one of those really cool truck stop items, I love truck stops, but anyway.
well, let me finish this thought and then
we
can move on, because I started this thought like 10 minutes ago, but but I've been doing a lot of research and digging, because I've been seeing, and I've experiencing this myself. I've been getting a lot of questions in my chat and in my comments, specifically from women who are struggling with weight loss, energy levels, and all that stuff on the carnivore diet. So, and I was struggling with a lot of that stuff too. So I've been doing a lot of research, and I came across Dr. Mindy Peltz and a couple other doctors in the space who talk specifically about women's hormones, because that's kind of like an underserved area, I think.
For sure. Yeah.
And I've been doing a lot of digging, and everything I've seen so far says that carbs can help women's hormones, the sex hormones. So testosterone, progesterone, estrogen, of course, cortisol, and all that, which affects those hormones and all that stuff. So sex hormones specifically, that carbs play a role in that, and can help with balance and increasing our estrogen levels on the months on our cycle when it drops. So I've been toying with carb cycling. Again, I'm still under 50, but I've been toying with that, and I'm about 2.5 weeks in. And I can say anecdotally, I am getting better sleep. I am losing weight again, and my energy levels are more sustained. So I think there's something to be said about women's hormones and why a lot of women struggle with fasting and going zero carb more so than men, especially if you're in the perimenopause, menopausal age range. I'm talking specifically because our hormones are shifting. But yeah, so that's what I'm messing around with when it comes to messing around with carbs.
And I also think that, I don't know. I just think that women we're just different. Like, there's been so many women, and I did really pretty strict carnivore for 150 days. I told you guys just about every time that I like cheated or made a decision as a grown adult to eat some berries or something.
As a grown adult.
But it's like there's been so many women online that I have seen, and one of them that comes to mind that I've been watching a lot lately is I hope I can remember her name now that I said this. What is her name?
Oh, I think Ellie's backstage.
Okay. Well, let me get this out real quick.
Yep.
I'll let you in, Ellie, but I'm gonna get this out real quick because I have to remember her name. Carnivore something. I don't know. I'll have to look it up now. Anyway, I think she might be a nurse. She's definitely in the medical field, and she has been gaining weight, and I can tell noticeably in her pictures. Like, not to be rude or anything, but I can tell that she's been gaining weight. She showed pictures of herself, and she was like me. Like, she lost a bunch of weight right at first, and then she started gaining back. And yeah, so that's, I don't know what it is with women. Here she is. Delighted to meet you. Have y'all seen her?
I've heard of that.
She's the one that's got. She's the one that's got the skin.
Yep.
And it's healed her from that.
She talked about adding carbs back in. I think I saw that video.
Yeah. So I think she's doing that now.
She has one of those glucose monitors, and so she's been having really highs and lows. And so that's actually a really interesting topic, like bringing carbs back into your diet after being more animal based or even low carb.
Well, and also it's really interesting that, like, who would have ever thought that your blood sugar dipping down at night would be a problem? Like, I mean, it makes sense. Your cortisol is probably spiking, and anytime your body is in a stressed state, you're not gonna lose weight, So her body's trying to hang on to everything it's got,
Yeah, we were just talking about my experiment. I added more carbs in, so I'm still below 50, but I go up to 50 now because I've been experimenting, because I'm in my mid 40s, so I'm like in the cusp of perimenopause. My hormones are shifting and stuff, and my energy was struggling. I just wasn't feeling good as I was at first, going like extremely low. I think I went too low and it didn't work for me. So yeah, we were just talking about like women's hormones and carbs, and how if you are in that age range, most women can likely benefit from adding some carbs to help manage their cortisol, their estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, just the sex hormones in general. Because I've been getting a lot of comments, questions, and all that about women struggling with weight, energy, all the sleep, all the things I was struggling with. So I'm like doing my own anecdotal experiment. I'm about 2.5 weeks in, and I was just telling Kim and Sean that I feel better so far. But again, I'm only 2.5 weeks in. But so I kind of I've always done avocado berries. Within the last couple months, I reintroduced cashews. So I was still very minimal. Yesterday, I had like a half a sweet potato, and that was like pretty much my only carbs for the day. this morning I had glyphosate-free, like low-carby oatmeal, like 14 grams of carbs, and that was my carbs for the day. And that's been working fantastic. I am noticing a difference. So I think there's something to be said about carbs and women's hormones specifically.
That's
Tell me when you're ready to come back there.
That's really interesting to me, because this is toy around a lot with, because I'm a mom of young kids and I am feeding them the carnivore diet right now. But sometimes I let my kids have carbs, right? So I feel like if we are at a state where we are metabolically flexible to be able to handle those carbs, then I feel like why not? Like if it's not giving you adverse reactions, but once those foods, like if you start bringing them back in and you notice, oh, my skin is flaring up, or I'm not sleeping well, or I'm having constipation or something like that, I think that's what like the carnivore diet teaches us, is that it's the elimination diet of champions, right? So I think
It's
that's
the
so cool.
ultimate elimination diet.
And that was something like for me, I struggled with like my weight for so long, and like I said, like constipation, I had mental health issues and stuff like that. And like, I never knew what elimination was. I just kept eating everything. And so I think that's something I was like thinking about this morning. I feel like it's like serendipity that we're like talking about this. So I was like, well, like, how would I feel after a year of doing carnivore? Would I want to try? Because I'm now down to my like a good weight and all that stuff. Like, how would I feel adding in more carbs? And like, would you recommend like sticking to more of like the higher fat range and then do it? Like, what do you think?
I stick to the lower carbs. I understand the sweet potato is not lower carb. I eat like half of it, but typically that's why I stick with the berries, the avocado, and stuff like that. That's what I started with. So I reintroduced berries and avocado, then the cashews, which have a little bit more carb. But yeah, I personally am trying to stick to the low carb food, like with the least amount of sugar.
Nice. I like that. I'm so against sugar. I'm like, yeah, just anti-sugar.
Yeah.
Me too. And I think the carnivore diet for me has been like, I call it like the ultimate elimination diet, because it's not like any old elimination diet. You can actually get some good information from this. And also I've experienced a bit of gut healing that has allowed me to eat things. Like I tried a couple of things yesterday that I wouldn't have been able to eat before. And when you totally eliminate everything but meat, and meat rarely causes any symptoms for anybody unless they have alpha gal or possibly some weird other disease that I don't know about. When you eliminate all that and then you add back one thing, you can truly determine like, how does that thing make me feel? And, as some people recommend, you could eat just that one thing with your meat for, a few days and see, what does this do? I will immediately, probably next day, be able to tell if it makes my skin break out. Anything that causes any amount of inflammation with me, it'll give me a headache the next morning. It'll make my skin break out. It'll make my neck break out. It will make my hands swell. Like, so in the morning, they just feel puffy and my rings feel tight. If my rings are loose and spinning around like they are right now, I'm good.
That's awesome.
Well, Sean, someone in the chat wants to know what you're munching on. And did you change your shirt, Sean?
Yeah, because I'm in Dallas and it's like 100 degrees outside, so I took the sweater off.
Tie it
And
around.
I was
around
right
your
next to
shoulders.
right next to a hot skillet. I got bits of bacon and ground beef. Hold on.
I'm getting seasick.
I'm like, what are we doing here?
Oh, that looks good.
Nice.
Yeah, it does. That is really something, Sean, that you're able to do all that cooking on the road like that. Like, some people can barely cook in their houses.
Right?
You
gotta be resourceful when you're on the road.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have to be fairly minimalistic. I would assume.
I'd say so.
Like, right?
Yeah, but I kind of break that rule. I pretty much have everything I own on the truck.
Oh, okay. That's
Well,
cool.
that's awesome. Then it is your house.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Denise, I agree. We all have unique things about us that determine how different foods affect us.
Yep.
And Nicole, I was wanting to tell you, this reminds me. So since you told me that I also should not be eating dairy about a month and a half ago, I went a full month without dairy. And then I added back a little bit, but I tried to focus on like the harder cheeses. So since I did that, guess what? I've not had any chronic candida symptoms at all. Like none. Knock on wood, cross your fingers. Nicole has cured me. So we're bound. We're bound by agreement now to be friends for life. So just so you know.
I accept checks in the mail.
I mean, I'm offering my friendship. I don't have any extra money.
I'll take it. I'm low on friends. I'm lonely. Wait.
It was that hotel.
No, not that one. Ellie, I like Ellie's reaction. She's trying to react to my soundboard. I don't know what buttons I'm pushing.
She's like, what is going on?
I think this is my first time actually chatting with Ellie. We're gonna talk like
Me too.
Halloween. I have some things planned for a Halloween stream, so I don't know if you're ready for it.
Oh, I hope.
Yeah.
Are you dressing up?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know, Ellie. I'm sorry.
That's okay. If you want, I'll introduce myself.
The floor is yours.
The floor? This whole floor is for
The
me?
whole room.
Real quick. So I'm Ellie. I run a channel called Nourishment Redacted. I'm married. I have 2 kids. They're 3 and 1 years old. And I struggled my whole life with food addiction. I used to be, my heaviest was 240 pounds. I had boils, depression, panic attacks. I just was not doing well. And I kind of like stumbled in like late 2018 when like everything was like a nightmare. I kind of stumbled into like keto eating, and I did that for like a good 6 months. And then I lost about like 53 pounds. I was feeling fantastic. My skin issues were resolving. And then I was actually having regular cycles again. And I got pregnant with my husband. We had been trying for so long. And then my doctor was like, you need to stop because you're going to harm your baby. And so I freaked out and I stopped. And so then for 3 years, I was just eating high carb, all that stuff. So and then I had my other baby. And then like this year, I found the carnivore diet. And it's just absolutely changed my life. And now I'm a proponent of it. And low carb to carnivore, or I should say lion diet, because that's the most extreme. Lion diet to low carb, I'm all for them. I feel like we're all a big family. And so I have a pug in a Christmas hat. I don't know what to say. That's my short story.
Well, I watched your video where you were talking about that, Ellie, and I'll never forget where I was at. I was unloading my dishwasher, and I was on the top rack when you said that your provider said that to you, and I was just like, no, don't go back. It just like, oh my God, it just crushed me because, that is so irresponsible. They really need to educate themselves.
Oh my gosh.
And also, before I forget, I made some keto chow snickerdoodle cookies last night.
Oh.
And they are yummy.
I don't know. You and the pork rinds and tahini. I don't trust you anymore.
Oh, these are good.
They have pork rinds in them?
No.
Oh.
Nicole can't handle pork rinds.
Oh, okay.
So Ellie, where are you from? Where are you at?
Oh, I know, so impromptu. Thanks for having me on, by the way. I'm in Florida.
Okay.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for coming on.
Ooh, look at those. Oh yeah, those are pretty.
That does look good.
When they cooked, they used baking powder, so they puffed up, and I thought they were going to be like big puffy. And then I don't know if I like bumped the stove or something, but I turned around and they were like, they're like little thin things, but they're so good. I got the recipe on Pinterest.
I accept snickerdoodles in the mail.
That could be a nice Christmas gift.
Hey, Merry Christmas, everyone in the chat. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Has
thank you,
anybody
Sean.
started Christmas shopping?
No.
Not that crazy.
So
Can we opt out this year?
yeah, that's what I said last year. I was like, please don't buy me or my husband anything. Just get something like one gift for the kids. But then listen, it's fine.
What were you gonna say, Ellie?
I was gonna say, so what prompted the Christmas in October?
So I
Nicole, which way am I supposed to be pointing?
I was over here slaving away at the computer and working in my boxer shorts and my oversized elf shirt. And Kim texts me, says I'm live, and I'm over here like in her chat. She's like, "You want to come on?" I'm like, "I'm wearing an elf shirt," so I figured I might as well just make a whole thing Christmas.
I like it. I like it a lot.
And we were all prepared. Sean's got the hat, you got the pug shirt, Kim's got the ho ho ho. So I think we're good. I think we got it covered.
I mean, who could just come up with a Christmas shirt like that? Like, we are a special group. I'm telling you.
Well,
I know exactly
I'm always prepared. I have all my winter clothes, including the Christmas stuff, up on my top bunk, just waiting.
That's true. You don't have to go very far.
No.
It's like it's begging you. It's like, please wear me. It's too hot out, but I want you to wear me. Nice.
Ivy said, random live stream. Guess I'm not getting stuff done this morning. Guess not. It's fine.
Sorry, I'm totally unpredictable.
I also have this beautiful, ugly sweater vest.
I like it.
No, it's kind of cute.
You need to wear that for our Halloween stream because I bought a onesie.
Okay. Well, I have a Halloween costume, so I probably should wear that.
Aw, it could be Christmas themed.
Christmas, Halloween.
Wait until you see my onesie.
Oh, okay.
That's one thing I'm not prepared for. I don't have any Halloween anything.
Really?
Nah.
You can wear all black.
Oh, I have skeletons, like numerous skeletons. I should have brought them in.
Nice.
Like real
My
people.
son's
or
birthday's on Halloween.
You just didn't hide the bodies, or what?
Who knows? Those are her skeletons in her closet. She can't tell you that.
That's funny.
They're in my garage. And sometimes I go out there and talk to them.
Do they talk back?
I mean, they're pretty good listeners.
Better than your husband?
He's usually out there too.
They're like roommates.
You're gonna add
with no
them.
parent.
That's his
You're gonna add them
office
to the
out there.
collection soon.
Sean's name, Ellie, so you missed it. Sean's name is Daddy Butter.
Oh. I like
Yeah,
that.
I think you missed that part of the stream.
She's like, what is going on here? You will have to watch the replay, the first part.
Okay.
I did it as a joke.
I like
So
it.
now my second channel is named Daddy Butter. I can't change it for a while.
Is it like 14 days or something? You have to commit. You have to commit to it. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think you can only change a YouTube name for 14 days, right? I think if you change your name, you're stuck with it for 2 weeks, and then you can change it again.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, Gail, I just put on my ugly Christmas sweater and plaid Santa hat. You want to come on stream?
Come on, Gail.
This is going to get out of hand.
We got room for a lot.
Ellie's like, what did I get? I think she's seen enough of my videos to kind of expect the unexpected because my streams usually go sideways at some point.
Okay, I have a
I like
question for
Especially
everybody.
when I'm in the chat.
True.
I have a question.
Okay.
Oh, Gail said she will.
Okay, I'll send you one. Hold on one second. So, my book club idea, is anybody interested? Would anybody join me in my low carb book club?
Why not?
We could do lives and we could come in like this and we could discuss like how many chapters do you think would be good to discuss at a time? That's where I'm hung up.
Maybe 2.
Yeah.
I was thinking more than one for sure. Like 2 to 5. I don't know.
Yeah, 2 seems like I could do it. Like I could definitely like make myself read 2 chapters.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
And
it's not. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
And I mainly want it for accountability purposes for myself because I'll buy just hella books and I don't read them. They just sit there. But if I have something planned, you know, to where I have to read it, then I'll do it. So I think it'd be fun, you know, and then also other people will get different things out of it, you know. It's like when you're reading poetry and the teacher asks somebody, how do you interpret this poem? And you're like, you got that from it? You know. I think we'll each get something out of it too, you know, that we could talk about.
I only have one request when it comes to books. Can it be like easy read with like pop-up pictures and stuff? Like I like pictures.
Nicole. Jeez Louise.
Are we gonna have to get
You
the crowns
can do an
for
audio.
you too?
Yes, I like
audio
crayons. Leave me alone.
Nicole, you're so funny. Oh, wait, I'm getting red. I'm as red as my sweater now.
Aw.
Nicole, I'm sure you can tell me off the top of your head how many calories a crown has.
Crown Royal? Oh, a crayon? You know,
Yeah.
hold on. Nutrition.
A crayon?
Facts of crayon. Yeah, Windex.
How many calories does a dog turd have?
No, Windex is not low carb.
Dr. Barry always says it.
Windex is not low carb, and crayons, by the way, actually have 3 grams of carbs. So crayons are low carb. They actually they're a good source of protein with 6 grams. They do have 4 sugars though, so you have to be careful with the sugars. You don't want to go overboard on eating of the crayons. Okay. But yeah, it has 1 gram of fat, 2 grams of saturated fat for all my saturated fat lovers. But that's going to be impeded by the 5 grams of fiber. So yeah, take notes, Ellie. Yeah.
Hey, I have a question though.
Real quick, hold on 1 second. So okay. Yes, Mike, random, always random with me. Okay. Anyway, go ahead, proceed.
I was going to say, can you cut the carbs if you stick the crayon in your nose?
Like huffing crayons?
Nicole likes to huff things.
I was thinking more like what kids do, you know, they'll like stick it up their nose.
So what you're telling me is all the low-carb Marines need to lay back on the crowns?
Yes, that's what gave them energy.
Okay, question, Nicole. I need to know how to send this to Gail because I don't have her on Facebook. So how am I going to get this link to her?
You can put it in the chat.
Yeah, what the heck? We'll just put it in the chat, and then anybody who wants to come in can just come in. I mean, I don't care.
Go for it.
Let's see here.
If you come on stream, you have to be dressed in Christmas gear, though. That's the theme for this stream.
Yeah, we don't want to see no, you know, parts or anything.
No.
Okay, invite. Copy.
It's the velvet paste. That's Christmas, right?
It's cute.
It is cute.
Okay, so Carrie has a question. I'm having trouble finding any information on heavy metal detox on Carnivore. I have been dealing with that on my own. Any tips, Nicole?
Yeah, it depends on the level, but yeah, as long as you're eliminating, if you're on Carnivore, depending on how long you've been on Carnivore, you're doing that. You're essentially eliminating all the toxins that you likely were getting if it was from food, which I'm not sure. But yeah, your liver and kidneys are your body's natural filtration and detoxification system. So in your feces, your urine, vomit, like any way your body can excrete out toxins, your body will do that naturally. So just by eliminating those things, it may take time, but your body will naturally do its job. You shouldn't need external help, but Carnivore should help with that depending on the level of toxins, what caused it, where they came from, and that sort of stuff. Like I have a client who has a mold toxicity. So I have her on a low carb diet. So just by going Carnivore, that should help, and your body should naturally detox on its own through primarily your urine and your feces.
So sometimes you need a binder also. I went to see a functional medicine practitioner. She's an MD actually. And she helped me in a lot of ways. I did not have any, she tested me for heavy metal poisoning. I didn't have any problem with it. But if I did, she would have treated me at that point with like whatever binder.
She said it was from fillings.
Yeah. So mercury. So that's, I mean, yeah, I mean, I would just have to, I just have to refer you to a practitioner that's able to do that, you know?
I never even thought about that. Getting like heavy metal toxicity from fillings. Wow.
Yeah.
That blows my mind.
Yeah,
Gal
the
has something to say.
amalgam fillings. Do you have the silver fillings in your mouth? Or not Carrie, but Ellie?
Oh, I've never had a filling or anything
Okay.
like that. Yeah, so
Yeah, so most of us who were born, you know, back in the late 1900s, mid 1900s, I don't know, mid to late. But those of us who were born in the 70s and 80s and before, we have these silver fillings in our mouth. And I mean, my dentist says as long as they're, you know, intact, that I'm good. You know, but sometimes they can find its way into your system, I guess, through your bloodstream, or I know swallowing it as well. Like you have to be super careful when they take them out. They have to do some sort of dental dam and like respiratory protection and everything because it's really dangerous. So, but I don't have any problem with it. I mean, I've got them, but I'm not going to have them removed unless they're not intact.
Yeah, I just looked it up and it said essentially the same thing, but it wouldn't hurt to ask your doctor. But yeah, it's talking about just your body's natural detox system with breaking a sweat, bowel movements, drinking lots of water to flush the system and all that stuff. But that's pretty much all I can think of off the top of my head without
Gail said,
going
I'm
to
sorry,
the
but
doctor.
Gail says she has something to say about binders. Go ahead, Gail. Are you going to come in, Gail?
Come on stream and tell us in stream.
Yeah, I put the link in the stream, that StreamYard link. Just click on that, Gail, and you can get in. I don't know how many I'm allowed to have, but I think maybe up to 9.
Oh, I don't know. I think 20. I don't know. If you pay for StreamYard, we can have the whole chat on here.
Yeah, what
I don't know.
What's stream level do you have? Do you have just the basic or the pro? Do you pay?
I don't know what it's called, but it's like the $20 or
Okay, that's the basic
$20
one. Okay.
I'm basic.
hi Sydney.
Oh, hi, Cindy.
Hello.
Oh,
Hi,
I
Cindy.
can put it in the chat, Gail. Hold on one sec. I'll put it in the chat for you, Gail. Don't leave me, Gail.
You guys have to
Okay.
To Gail.
All right, I got her.
How long have each of you been carnivore, and what does your cholesterol look like now? So I was carnivore, and Sean is carnivore, and Ellie's carnivore. Nicole's not carnivore. She's never claimed to be carnivore. She don't even want to be carnivore. She's not
up
one
in
of
here.
us. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But no, I haven't had any labs done since I've been carnivore. So I don't know. And I really don't care, to be honest with you. So that's my usual response is don't care.
Yeah, I haven't had any lab work either. I started as carnivore, like elimination. Then I went to Ketovore. I was less than 20 grams. And now I'm less than 50 grams. I don't plan to go any higher. But yeah, I'm technically keto more so than carnivore. So I fall in the keto spectrum if I had to label myself.
And
I have not had labs done, so I'm not sure where my levels are, but I feel fantastic.
Just to clarify also, I'm using carnivore as an elimination diet. I had been on it for 150 days, and I recently started adding a few carbs back, and definitely less than 50, 20 to 50. just trying some different things to see what my body tolerates. I did it primarily because I heard about a study where a woman got rid of her chronic candida. And I've had chronic candida since I was probably 19 or 20 years old. And it just kept getting worse, as I got older. So that was my deal. And the whole thing about saying I don't care about the cholesterol, I mean, there's different schools of thought on that. Mainstream medicine will be like, oh, you've got to worry about it. But then when you look at like where cholesterol falls on the actual risk factor considerations for heart disease or stroke or whatever, it's pretty low down to begin with. And then also, if you take a statin, it's not really that effective. I think it's what Nicole is it like?
It's like 5% or something like that.
It's very low. I mean, it might add like 3 days to your life or something. I mean, don't quote me. Look, do your own research or whatever. But I just don't place a lot of importance on that, and I feel great. So that's my main thing. And there's just a lot that goes into it for me. But I definitely do look at, where the studies come from, where the research comes from that actually, that we have on this stuff. And it's very limited. It's very lacking. So
what about you, Sean? As you eat your delicious food and make us jealous.
Well, I'm hungry. No, I've been carnivore since January 1st.
Gail's here.
Hi, Gail.
Hi.
Merry Christmas.
Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you.
Go ahead, Sean.
Sorry, Sean.
Okay. It's fine. So yeah, I've been carnivore since January 1st. Just recently did an experiment of for like a week, seeing how much weight I can gain going back to the SAD diet, and now I'm back on carnivore.
Sean,
I felt bad. I felt for you, Sean. I really did.
I gained about 8 pounds in a week, man. I'm getting
That's
back
water.
on it,
That's mostly water. It's
Yeah,
physically
yeah.
impossible to gain that much fat in a week. So
Right. But yeah, I've been doing that a lot too, actually.
I wasn't prepared. Sorry. I have to mute my microphone.
I'm trying to remember what the question was to begin with.
sorry, Ellie's spelling herself. So, Sean, how long have you been carnivore? And how are your lab work?
I haven't gotten my lab work done in like 4 or 5 years, so I have no idea. And I don't really care to, because well, I'm sure Kim and Nicole could talk more about this, but like there's been a recent study of like centenarians, people who've lived over 100 years, like their total cholesterol is higher than average. So in my mind, that's good enough for me,
Well, essentially, if you don't provide your body cholesterol, your body's going to make it anyway. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to get it whether you eat it or not. And your levels are largely regulated by genetics. Like some people have naturally higher cholesterol levels overall than others. And LDL technically is lipoprotein. It's a transporter. You only have one cholesterol. So that's the thing that like drives me nuts. And LDL is just a transporter of cholesterol across your cells or whatever. It's like you're in New York and you have a traffic jam, and then there's the cars on the road, and then there's the passengers in the car. So there's different types of LDL transporters, and you have to order a separate test to kind of get the whole thing. But yeah, you're either going to get your overall cholesterol from your diet, or your body's going to naturally make it, because your body is made of cholesterol. Your cells, your organs, your hormonal regulation, your brain, like your body's going to regulate it one way or the other. So if you have damaged LDL particles or something like that, then yeah, maybe you have to worry about it more than others. But if all of your numbers are trending in the right direction and are optimal and healthy, having elevated LDL, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, based off of everything I learned in my training and what I've seen from doctors on YouTube that we all follow, if all your other numbers are optimal, having elevated LDL, as long as it's healthy LDL, it's not going to cause, it should not present itself as an issue. Now, if all of your other numbers are garbage, then maybe that's worth looking at. But if all of your numbers are optimal, you feel great, and you just have high LDL, in the grand scheme of things, you have to look at the whole picture. And in my opinion, that to me is not a big deal or worth stressing over. Again, this is just my opinion, not medical advice. What say you, Kim?
Number one, numero uno, I will never take a statin again in my life. I don't care if my cholesterol was 1500. I will never take a statin. Also, they have shown that past a certain age, and I can't remember what age that was. I'm thinking it was like 40s or 50s. Higher cholesterol was actually linked to longer life and higher survivability than
That's 60s, yeah.
especially having low cholesterol. Low cholesterol is really not good. So.
What about you, Ellie? How long have you been carnivore, and what do your lab work look like? What does your lab work look like?
I think today marks day 170. Yeah.
Dang, she's counting by the days.
Yeah, I copied Carrie from Homestead House.
I'm also counting days. I'm done now because I'm not done, but you know.
You're taking a break, and that's okay.
I'm transitioning to more of a ketovore.
So that's how long. Sorry, I think my throat is still like sore from laughing from the toilet sound. I'm just sorry. I know you have a soundboard, but I just wasn't expecting it. It was just like, oh man. So coming up to my 6 months of being carnivore, I definitely want to get my numbers done, but I don't put a lot of weight into them because it's kind of like how family members have come up to me and they're like, they send me like news articles or like, you know, research that's paid by sugar companies, or they follow one particular carnivore influencer, like, you know, he was with the liver king, and they're like, oh, look at him. And there's like, don't use him as the example, please. You know,
we don't claim him. He's like a TikToker or something. We do not claim him.
Not at all. And so I would like to know the numbers, but I know how good I feel. I feel like I wake up in the morning, I'm not groggy. I actually sleep through the night.
Oh my gosh, Mama.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, hi.
Mama.
This is my Christmas sweater.
But
so basically, I don't put a lot of validity.
Sale, what about you?
I've been carnivore for a year and a half. That's my timeline. I go by years. Year and a half. Couldn't even tell you anything about my labs because I never did any. I just went into it, said something's got to work, because mostly I was just interested in trying to heal. You know, didn't care about that other stuff. I just didn't want to be in pain anymore. And I have to show you my ugly sweater.
Oh, dude.
Aw,
that's cute. We like kitties. She even went with the theme of the day, the cats.
Purr.
Well, I'm always going to go with cats.
Since this is all of our first time meeting you, Gail, why don't you do a brief intro? What essentially led you to carnivore, and where do you live? What state do you live in?
I live in California, Northern California. And I started out with carnivore. It was an interesting thing. I had been doing all these different attempts at dieting to try and heal from my what I thought was reactive arthritis. Then actually it's still reactive arthritis because it's autoimmune. But now I know it's SIRS. Anyway, I'd been trying all kinds of things. I tried, veganism for about 3 months, and that wasn't going to work. I was vegetarian for about 18 years, but I was a junk food vegetarian, because Entenmann's is still vegetarian, right?
Mhm.
So are dark chocolate peanut chews.
So is heroin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I was also a heavy duty oxalate eater, man. I had sweet potatoes. I had potatoes every single day. I loved all those nasty nuts and stuff. And I think I ate a lot of spinach. So I was loading up with oxalates too. But I tried all these different things, and I'd get some help from somewhere. I think when I started feeling a little bit better, I was doing the juicing, the Joe Cross juicing stuff. And I did that for, I don't know, about 3 months. And then I did this 30-day juice fast, where you just do just those juices that you make and no food. And that actually helped me somewhat. I think my inflammation levels went down quite a bit during that, but it's because I wasn't eating junk anymore. Because I was doing all the juicing and trying to eat the whole foods and all that and healthy. And the pretzels were still there. So, I lost about 20 pounds on that, which I wasn't really looking to lose weight, but I had some weight to lose. And then I got tired of that, especially after 30 days of nothing but juice. I wanted to eat everything. I mean, my cats were in danger. It was just that bad.
She was going to go cannibal.
I mean, and I was saying I was routinely traveling back and forth from my house to where my sister lives all the time. And I was saying, you know what I'm going to do when I stop this stupid juice fast? I'm going to stop at every single restaurant in between my sister's house and my house. Mm-hmm. And I'm just going to just pick one and eat there and eat whatever they have. I'm going to eat everything. Well, I didn't do that. But I did go back to just eating basically sad after that. And I started playing around a little bit with putting a little bit more red meat back in, because I hadn't been eating red meat at all, hardly really. And then that was in 2019, in late 2019, December 2019, my brother and I went down to my niece's in Texas because she was getting married. So we went to her wedding, and my brother said, while we're there, I'm eating Texas barbecue every single day. I said, sounds good to me. So we had Texas barbecue every single day. And after coming home from that trip, I just wanted red meat all the time. And so I was giving into that and eating a lot more red meat. And the fascinating thing to me was that it was about 2.5 months later was my birthday. And for some reason on my birthday, I suddenly stopped chewing my nails. I had been chewing my nails my entire life, like since I was 12. I had never not chewed my nails, and I just stopped. And I didn't think about stopping it. I just did. And at some point I realized my nails were so darn strong that it actually hurt, especially with all the arthritis in my fingers. It actually hurt to chew on my nails. So I was thinking, I wonder if that has anything to do with the red meat. And then I started looking into things like, okay, fasting, and I'd heard about keto, and I thought, well, I don't really want to do that because people talk about macros and crap like that, and I don't want to deal with any of that. So I started watching a bunch of videos, Sten Ekberg, Jason Fung, those guys, and that, of course, leads me back to Dr. Berg, who I'd watched before. And so I'm watching more Dr. Berg, and then it's just leading me, the snowball effect from watching YouTube all the time. And you just get caught into this massive well of YouTube videos that just you fall into that well and you just can't stop. And so, get it to Dr. Chafee, Dr. Berry, Dr. Baker. I'm watching all these guys and I'm going, well, this sounds really interesting. These people are eating nothing but meat, and I got to figure out what's going on here, and I want to know the science. I'm not just going to, jump into something that sounds really weird and not learn more about it. So I started going online, reading as many white papers as I could, and trying to follow some of the literature that Dr. Baker was talking about and Dr. Chafee, looking into all. I go, you know what? This stuff makes a lot of sense. And I think maybe I'll try this. And I was like, okay, I'll just, I'm going to still keep my broccoli for now. And, and then I was following Bella, Steak and Butter Gal. And I watched one of her videos. She had Sally K. Norton on. And Sally K. Norton was talking about oxalates, as she does. And I saw that video and I said, that's it. And all the vegetables were gone that day. And then I got scared about oxalate dumping because I did have a ton of that. And so I kept in some black pepper, and I kept in some black tea, and those things, they're both gone now. I am zero oxalates now, and I have pretty much stopped oxalate dumping. I still do a little bit now and then, but not bad. The first 7 months I was carnivore, I was dumping oxalates like crazy. I mean, it was miserable. But that's kind of settled down now. I'm not really doing much of that anymore. But anyway, that's my carnivore story. Thank you. But now I wanted to get back to binders. Well, you were talking about binders.
Yes.
And Judy Cho said something really great, and that is, if you're taking binders and you're still being exposed, you will get sicker. And I am proof of that, because I took the binders, even though my house still has mold in it. I started taking the binders. I started getting sicker and sicker. And what was really interesting to me was that the symptoms of long COVID and mold illness are almost identical. So as I was getting sicker from taking the binders, I was getting more of those long COVID-like symptoms. And so I talked to my doctor about that, and she says, well, those are all the same symptoms you get from mold illness. So they're practically the same thing. The long COVID, and I don't know if it has to do with the spike proteins or what, but it's almost the same, exactly the same as the mold illness. So she told me to stop taking those, and she gave me some other binders to take. I'll show you those. Those are, let's see, there we go, binder blend. And so I started taking that, and man, if you guys are missing chocolate at all, just take these things, because you will have the Hershey squirts like you wouldn't believe. So.
Oh, wait, I got a new one for the Hershey squirts. Yeah. All right, Ellie, brace yourself.
Of course,
you go.
I needed the warning. Thank you.
So
I'm calm.
So I have a question. I don't know if anybody in here knows the answer to it or not, but I have been watching what's her name, the Oxa lady,
Sally Norton.
Norton, yeah. So I've been watching her here and there. Like I've not watched enough of her stuff to know what her answer to this question would be, but I did hear Lily Kane ask her kind of a version of this question, and she basically just said it didn't matter. And that was, how would you determine that what you were experiencing was in fact oxalate dumping? I'm not saying that it's not a thing. I definitely think it's a thing, but like, just how would I know that that's what I was experiencing versus like something else? You know what I'm saying?
Oxalates are like having little bits of glass in your body. That's what they feel like. If you get an oxalate crystal coming out of your eye, you will yell in pain when you go to pick it out, because it feels like you just shoved a piece of glass right back in your eye. It's not like, general crud or something like that. It's like a piece of glass.
I know some of the rashes and stuff people have had, they've said were oxalate dumping.
I don't know if that is oxalate dumping or something else, because when you're dumping the oxalates, your skin is going to try and get rid of it. I mean, get it out completely. So if you go to scratch one of those little rashy areas, you'll pick a crystal right out of your skin. That's how it happens to me. Especially, I get them up here on my forehead a lot, probably because I wear hats all the time. But I get them up here, and I'll reach up here and scratch at a little bump, and it hurts, and I pull out a little hard crystal out of there. So yeah, oxalate. And then
I've never had anything like that.
The most common one for me is through urine, and that feels like having a UTI. I mean, that burns when it comes out, and you know, this might be TMI, but it also
no TMI here. No, listen, I talk about chronic candida on the internet, and I'm not ashamed. Right? So,
yeah, so it just binds to calcium, and you excrete it largely from your urine. They can also bind to like form calcium crystals.
Yeah, but my question is
like kidney stones and stuff like that. But rashes is a form of dumping on the skin, fatigue, painful bowel movements, grainy stools, and stuff like that. But I think a lot of things are being misclassified as oxalate dumping.
Yeah, like my question is, how would you determine? How would you determine it would be that versus just a regular kidney stone? Or how would you determine it would be that versus like a piece of glass in your eye? Or, you know what I'm saying?
Well, for me anyway, it's like, how would I get glass in my eye? Especially if I'm laying in bed reading.
I mean, I worked in an ER. Lots of people get glass in their eye.
But you know, if I'm just laying in bed reading a book or something like that, and my eye feels a little gritty, so I just do this, and I'm like, ow, that hurt. You know, just shove a piece of glass.
It seemed like
back
what she was
eye.
describing, though, it wasn't just like pieces of glass type crystals coming out. It was like other symptoms, like, you know, she was attributing fatigue and stuff like that. Like, I've had chronic fatigue for 20 years. Like, how would I determine that was that versus, you know?
The easiest way is just to do an elimination diet. Eliminate all the green leafy vegetables and all the food, like strict
but when you eliminate it, that's when it happens.
Right.
That's when you dump it.
How do you know the difference between that and regular chronic fatigue? Is oxalate dumping goes in cycles.
Well, so does chronic fatigue. Yeah. Mine does.
Yeah. And well, I had chronic fatigue too, many years ago. That was fixed in one acupuncture treatment, amazingly enough. But that was pretty bad. I mean, I'd do a little bit of exertion and then be in bed for 2 days. That was very bad. But as far as oxalate dumping goes, if you can pretty much tell if it's oxalate dumping from what you've been eating. Have you been eating a high oxalate diet? If you've been eating,
I always have my whole life. And they're like, it can happen years after.
And then you stop eating a high oxalate diet, guess what? You're going to dump oxalates. Now, if you've been eating a high oxalate diet and then you've also had chronic fatigue, you were probably also dumping oxalates then too.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
And a good way to
I had something kind of,
I was just gonna say a good way to mitigate that is similar to the electrolyte dump. Like when you transition, like the keto flu is electrolyte dumping and transitioning too fast because you're not giving your body enough time to catch up to the fuel change. That would, to me, because that could be mitigated, right? The keto flu, if you transition slowly, and all that stuff. So with the oxalates, if you are transitioning slowly, I would surmise that and this is just a guess, just based off my work in theory, like if you transition slowly and slowly decrease the oxalate type foods like the green leafy vegetables, potatoes, all that stuff, then your dumping, I would think, wouldn't be as much. I'm wondering if the same would apply. This is just an open-ending question, I guess, if the same would apply as electrolyte dumping. If you transition slowly, then I never experienced a keto flu because of that. So if you transition slowly and slowly decrease the oxalate type foods, would the same apply?
So yes, it would, because the whole reason that you are low in electrolytes is because you're dumping a shit ton of water. And the reason why you're dumping a shit ton of water is
Right,
because
but that's if
your
you transition
insulin.
too quickly, the dump won't be as prevalent. Like I said, I never
Well, that's what I'm
experienced those
saying.
symptoms.
That's what I'm saying. I said,
Yeah.
yeah, it will be, because if you transition slowly, then your insulin doesn't just bottom out like it does. Because the whole thing is that having higher insulin makes you hold on to water. So when your sugar's down, then your insulin's down, then that's when you dump water and you dump electrolytes. The electrolytes always follow the water.
Yeah. So then
we're saying the same thing, Nicole.
Yeah. So then you're thinking that the same would apply to the oxalates then, because that's what I was thinking. Like if you transition slowly, then you wouldn't.
Yeah, I think
have
so,
that
because
huge-
what she says, what Sally Norton, I've heard her say, is that if you will just like maybe eat a little bit of that here and there, and kind of keep it in your system a little bit, you won't have such a heavy burden of dump of oxalates.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just like, it's fascinating to me, but it's very mysterious to me. And that may be one of the books for the book club. Maybe we need to read. Does she have a book, I guess? I don't know.
Yeah, she does have a book.
Yeah, she has.
Toxic
That might be a good
Superfoods.
book.
Yeah.
Toxic. It was on my
That
list.
might be a good book for us to read, because it's really beyond my understanding of, I need to read
It
it.
was on my Christmas list for last year, but I didn't get it because it hadn't come out yet.
Oh, there you go. Maybe you'll get it this year. Or you can get it for the book club.
You can gift it to yourself. And join the book club.
You join the book club, huh?
When would you want to start
That's
that?
good. I'm reading a book.
Like, I want to start it soon. I've got a whiteboard over here that's brand new. It's got books on it. It's got everything. It looks like the musings of a crazy person.
All your thoughts, you just put them
My
down.
husband came home and he's like, "What is this?" I'm like, "I was taking notes, okay?" I was listening to Dr. Barry and taking notes on my new whiteboard, and it was fun.
Whiteboards are helpful. I don't see a problem with that.
Oh, I love it. I love my whiteboard.
Hey, Kim.
Yes.
What day would you be doing a book club stream thing?
I don't know. I'm not a planner. What day would work for everybody that wants to do it?
How about, I don't know, like, how about we like set a deadline to like stream like early November? Because then that'll give us like these couple of weeks, because we're just going to read 2 chapters, right?
Yeah.
Would that be enough time to procure the book and then read 2 chapters?
Yeah.
That's like the major thing to like think about. I think I could do
Yeah, I think so. I was thinking maybe meet, once a week. I just hate to like spread it out too much, because then you're going to like lose your train of thought as far as what you're reading,
2 chapters.
I mean, I like Sundays. What'd you say? 2 chapters a week?
That's a lot.
Well, you can listen to 2 chapters a week, Nicole.
That's a lot of pressure.
I want you to take notes on it too, by the way.
Take notes? Now I gotta write?
Yes.
I have to read
You're gonna
it
have to have some. I want you to have some actual, specific things to contribute from your
As long as I
listening.
don't have to write in cursive.
Sundays are pretty much my only available days, so I might be able to join you.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, let's see here. I like Sunday, like afternoon, early evening, like between maybe 3 and 5. Does that work for anybody?
What time zone are you in?
Eastern.
Oh yeah, Eastern too. Okay, cool.
Because
Gail,
I think, the
Gail's
people that go to
Pacific.
church, I think most people go to church before, like earlier in the day, unless you go to the church I used to go to as a child, and then you go all day and go eat lunch and then come back.
Gail, does that time work for you? Since
Yeah,
you're
I
3
could do
hours.
that. I could do that.
All right. Well, I'll try to set it up then. Let's see. Maybe I'll put up a poll and name maybe 4 books, and we'll see what everybody wants to see, what the consensus is.
That sounds good.
Do y'all have any recommendations of books?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
I can jot them down real quick.
I think I could do that time because I do go to church on Sundays, permitting my children's health if they're not sick. I feel like they've just been sick constantly, but I think it's just the season.
Yeah.
I'm usually back by like 1 p.m. the latest, so or like mid-afternoon, early evening could work for me.
Eco is, I need to read that. I need to read that. I'm telling you. I mean, I guess we all do, really. Obstacle is, yeah. These are good, Sean. We could go to a bookstore together. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Let me get my other pen.
She's gone again.
And just like that, she was gone.
She's back.
All right.
No, what's cool is the author owns a bookstore in Bastrop, Texas, and I went to his store and bought it. It's the you can't really see it. It just says autographed copy.
Oh, cool. What was that second one called?
Obstacle is the Way.
Okay.
They definitely look cool. I love
and then
reading
Sally Norton's book. What was it called? Toxic
Superfoods.
Superfoods. What a name!
All
Whoever
right.
did her marketing is really good.
And then let's see here.
Is Toxic Superfoods on Audible?
That I don't know.
No idea.
I don't know.
Sean, we can like do an IG chat, like a video chat, and you can just read it to me. That'll make my life a lot easier.
Okay, and then 3.
Well, I wouldn't be able to even get the book until I get home in November. That's why I was asking if it was on Audible. Because these are they're not the only two books I have.
Toxic Superfood.
I mean, you could always like get a Kindle version on the app or something.
I'm looking now. Yeah, they have an audio. It's an audio book. You can get it on Amazon.
Okay. And then 3 other books that I had in mind to add to the long list of book ideas I have is I'm sure it's books that most people in the low carb community have already read, but not me. The Obesity Code by Jason Fung, Keto Clarity by Jimmy what's his name? Jimmy, I can't remember his last name. Jimmy Moore. He's not a doctor or anything, but he's just very well versed on it. And there's one on the paleo diet, but Dr. Berry recommended it. Of course, this was in a pretty old video, but I think maybe just the principles and stuff still apply, you know?
There was one that I really wanted to read. It was recommended by Dr. Chafee. It's called Sacred Cow: The Case for Better Meat, Why Well-Raised Meat is Good for You and Good for the Planet.
Okay. I will add it to the
Ooh,
list.
spooky Christmas in October. I don't know. I'm getting all sweaty. I'm gonna have to switch to the sweater vest.
Gross.
Uh-oh.
What?
Children. What's gross?
What?
The Christmas sweater?
Sweaty.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
That's why I
85
changed
degrees
my
where I
sweater.
live, so.
Oh, I need to look at the. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. This is Greg.
Hi, Greg.
What time's the cookout?
It's the low carb football party.
That's
It's
right,
not the
it's Thursday.
cookout.
Oh,
isn't it?
sorry. The low carb football party.
I think it starts at 7, I believe, but I'm going by Eastern time. No, I don't know. Greg, tell us.
You should.
I'm supposed to be
Greg,
there at 8:30.
She needs to
8:30 Eastern
figure it
time.
out.
It may start at 7 Central time. I don't know. I'm supposed to show up at 8:30 Eastern time. That's
She's not
all I
going to
know.
be there, Greg.
I'm going to be there. I'm very reliable. Okay, let's see here. There's
I'm usually pretty
Mike.
reliable just because I have nothing else to do.
I need it as an excuse to read more. I have all these books up here, and a lot of them, I mean, most of them are my husband's, but I've not been reading as much because, children.
Well, and also
Babies.
it's not as fun to read by yourself, I like the idea of having a book club where you can discuss it later. And
Mike, do you want in on the book club?
Hey Kim,
yes.
would you be interested in would all of you be interested in reading the Odyssey, Homer?
Oh, I read that in high
me
school.
too. Long time
I need
ago.
to reread it.
I've never read it, I don't think.
Oh,
It's so long.
it's a classic.
You know what? I think I was supposed to read it in high school, but let's face it,
Probably.
I really
That was
didn't
like
do a
one
lot
of
in
the
high
only
school.
books I actually did read in high school. I got an A on that book report. Bye, Kim. She's running the stream, so hopefully she comes back.
She went vegan.
Probably. So, Mike, let us know in the chat. Do you want to be part of the book club? How about you, Becky? Becky wants in on the book club. Heck yeah. Yeah, drop us a chat and let us know if you want to be in on the book club. Hopefully Kim comes back.
We've been orphaned.
We've been orphaned.
Mama, go back.
Mom's back. Hi, Mom.
No idea what happened.
Mom's
Mother
back.
has
I'm
left the
hungry.
building.
Feed me.
I'm hungry.
Nurse
I'm just glad
Butter
you
is
guys are
back.
still here.
Nurse Butter.
Nurse Butter.
It's 7 Central Standard Time, so 8 p.m. Kim was about to be 30 minutes late.
No, I'm not supposed to be there. It's 7 Central, which is 8 Eastern. I'm not supposed to be there till 7:30, which is 8:30 Eastern. Thank you.
Holy moly.
And I will be there with bells on, or at least a good ho 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 shirt.
Ho ho ho. I can't read just 2 chapters a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if it's going to be on Audible, I'm likely going to have that book down.
What we're gonna have to do, what we're gonna have to do is like we're gonna have to read more than one book at a time. I feel like, like not together, but just like have your book that you're reading, and then have your book club book, and don't let yourself go past those 2 chapters.
Oh.
I think what could be a good compromise is that if you want to read ahead, you can, but the discussions are for the first 2 chapters.
But how are you going to remember? I'll forget what's in
Take
those first 2
notes,
chapters.
like you told me there.
Or you could read it multiple times.
Nicole, touche.
Mama Butter?
Okay.
Well, maybe you
could read it.
would get your memory jotted like by someone else mentioning that, and you'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's right, I did read that." I don't think if you're by yourself, that would be kind of hard.
I'm trying to look at all the comments here.
I'll go big guy. Mic drop 7:30. Hush your mouth.
Oh, are you okay? Try to keep him out of frame, but he keeps moving. You okay? Yeah, he's good. Just mom life, No. Stay out.
95% carbs?
I think the problem is I showed that comment before I showed whichever other one she said first. I think they're just talking amongst themselves in the comments, and I'm just posting random stuff.
Becky wants
But I like
in the
this
book
one.
club.
Meow.
Meow. Where are your cats, Gail?
Gail, are you with us?
Gail, you there? Uh-oh.
Gail, are you frozen?
Gail?
Yeah. Yeah, my internet's acting up.
Where are your cats?
It's very typical here. Unfortunately, I can't hear any of you at the moment.
Test.
Well, we weren't talking.
Can you hear us, Gail?
Gail. Can you
Okay,
hear
I
me?
hear you now, Nick.
Cool.
I was about to start
John.
singing to you.
Yep.
I don't know why my fist became firearms. But
I missed the
Looks like
beginning.
we're good now.
What's the Christmas theme about?
Everybody
I started
stop.
that, Greg.
Okay, this is weird. Reality Chick says the optician used to tell me I had blepharitis, but I now realize it was oxalate crystals in my eyelids as they're gone after 3 months carnivore. Okay, so probably about a month ago, I had a really bad case of what I think was blepharitis. I ended up getting some antibiotic drops for it. Do you remember that, Nicole? I sent you pictures. It looked like I had a black eye. It was like all swollen.
Yeah.
I've never had anything like that in the past. And it did cross my mind that maybe that was some form of oxalate dumping because it was well into my carnivore diet. Like it was probably 4 months in or 3 months in. I don't know.
Blepharitis is also a sign of mold illness.
I don't think I'm exposed to any mold that I'm aware of. I mean, aside from what we're all exposed to.
My mom had a really bad case of blepharitis, and looking back, I'm pretty sure it was from the mold.
Did she have mold in her
The
house or?
Yeah, we had this one, the Loma Prieta earthquake separated our addition from the rest of our house by about 1.5 inches. And so when it rained that winter, water leaked down through the wall and created a lot of really nasty mold. And my dad kept trying to clean it, and he finally just gave up on it and just said, don't open the door. And that's, of course, where everybody kept all their winter clothes, was in that particular corner. And so we had mold in the house. That's probably how I ended up getting sick. But I think that was what caused a lot of my mom's problems too. And I don't think any of us realized that it was probably from the mold. She had a bad
Ellie, what do
case
you
of
got going on over there? Bye, Kim. Sean just arrived at the Family Dollar. What you getting? What you getting, Sean?
I'm getting some cheap steaks.
Are you gonna get the
I've never
99
been
cent
inside. There's like 3 Family Dollar stores right near where I live, and I've never been inside a Family Dollar ever. Not once.
Aw.
I don't even know what's in there.
Hey, Greg. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Was it the elf shirt? Thank you. I accept more money. I'll wear a hat too. I was kidding. I'm just kidding.
Spam steaks.
Spam steaks.
So who got the sticker?
I do. I already celebrated.
So it just says $2 super sticker. It doesn't say who it went to.
No, you have to check. Yeah, unfortunately, I think I'm the only one on here that's monetized. I don't know if Ellie, are you monetized?
Not yet.
Yeah, but you have to
you
check.
just have to have 500 to get a super sticker, aren't you?
Yeah, you have to check. It's weird. Like if someone sends a super sticker, no one knows who the heck it is. You have to go on your
I was just curious.
And your analytics and you have to check.
Hold on, I gotta plug in.
She's leaving again. Mom, don't go. Was it something I said?
If you would only be a better girl.
Aw, that's what my mom said. Sean, what are we doing?
I'm playing around, okay?
He's inside my stomach.
Ew.
Wait, that's weird. Children, cover your ears.
What's going on inside your stomach, Ellie?
We eat bacon. All the bacon.
Oh, what do we got on your lap? You multiplied. Aw, hi, little hand.
I don't show my kids. I try not to show my kids on camera, but
I like it.
So here we are. He's playing with the keyboard.
Yeah. Did Nicole say what it was about?
No. So, okay. So I was over here working
Yeah.
hard at work in my elf shirt and boxer shorts. Yep, boxers. And Kim asked if I wanted to hop on stream. So I said, okay, but I'm wearing an elf shirt. So I figured I might as well do the Christmas background. And midstream, she put on the ho 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 shirt. And we therefore made it a requirement. If you want to pop on stream, it has to be Christmas themed. So everyone on the stream, except for Sean now, is in a Christmas shirt.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. Everyone on stream is decked out in Christmas.
What was the mic drop at 7:30?
Because you corrected me when I said 8 o'clock and not 8:30, and then you dropped the mic on 8:30.
Nicole.
I figured it would be on me because I figured it'd be against me because I say dumb shit all the time.
What are you doing, Sean?
All
Oh
right.
my God, he has pigtail.
Oh, that's cute, Sean.
I had it tucked up inside the whole time.
You're like a Viking.
Yeah, Greg says once you get to 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours, you become eligible for super stickers, chats, and thank yous. Yeah, I think that's all you get, I think. And
Yeah,
then
that's what
once
you
you
get.
get 1,000,
And
I
you
think
can
you get
also
that
sell
plus
stuff
the
if you
ads
want.
plus the shopping, whatever that is.
Yeah, you can like link a store, I think, or you can
Yeah.
use like YouTube's.
I thought the shopping was at 500.
Was it? Yeah, I don't
I'm
know.
pretty sure.
Is it? I never set up.
I don't know. I don't consider any of it monetized till I get to 1,000. So that's going to be a while.
You know, what's annoying is I have over 500 subs and only like I don't even have 200 or I don't even have 2,000 watch time.
Do you know what's annoying, Sean? You not uploading videos.
Well, I was going to, but then
Hey,
I was going to today, but then I got
Well,
distracted.
you just did, Sean. You just did.
By Nurse Kim,
Hey,
yeah.
you're welcome.
Oh, see you later,
There's
Becky.
you some
I
watch
think
hours,
Kim is
Sean.
gonna do a poll, decide on the book. But if before you go, can you send us your social? Are you connected to any of us on social media so we can reach out and send you information? Maybe drop your email.
Yeah, she's on my YouTube.
But do you have access to her
I
email?
communicate with Becky on a regular basis. I don't need her email.
Okay.
I'll just communicate with everybody in my YouTube. I mean, if I need her email, I'll get it.
I was
Ellie,
thinking to get like a chain
you can't
message.
hide from us, Ellie.
Ellie, what are we doing?
She's gonna do an unboxing.
There was another kid that just
Put
popped
our
up.
kids in the box.
Where did the kids come from?
There are a lot of kids there. She's gonna do an unboxing video.
But yeah, Greg says you can do the shopping. Okay. So you can do the shopping at 500 subs. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but like, what even is that? Like, what do you?
I didn't
I'm
set
not even
mine
looking
up. I
into
don't
that.
know. Because it's not on like Amazon or whatever. You have to set up a completely different like account that I've never heard of before. It's like 2 or 3 options you have to set up. So yeah, I it's too much work.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
set up
Google
an
AdSense.
Amazon one way too early, and then I didn't really use it. So I just thought I could hang on to it until like forever,
Yeah.
until I actually got big enough to use it. No, they took
Oh.
it away from me because I didn't use it.
Ellie has
I
on a
don't set it
vest.
up until you're ready.
Ellie unboxed a vest.
She unboxed a vest. You need some cheers, Nicole. Give her a sound.
Oh no! Don't do that.
Renee says Ellie's boxing up the kids.
What she does is she takes my laundry hamper, dumps all the clothes out, and then tries to climb up my dresser. So I said, no, and had I said, you can go climb in your room. You can go do because it's safe. It's all baby proof. There's literally nothing you could do.
So Greg said you can link one of 3 stores to your YouTube channel. And I said, what kind of stores?
Yeah, they're all like obscure. Like I think one of them might be Shopify, but I've never heard of the other 2 before. I don't think you can link. I don't know, Greg. You're the monetization expert. I have no idea what I'm doing. But can you link your Amazon? I don't think you
You
can
can link your
on
Amazon
YouTube.
anytime.
Yeah. I don't know if you can link
You
that
don't
to
have to be
YouTube.
monetized. You don't have to be monetized to link your Amazon. You just put it in your
No, but I'm saying as a
description.
store. No, I'm asking as a store, not as a link.
Yeah, I don't even know about stores at all, so I have no idea.
Renee, can we put this one up, please? No. What kind of mother I am? I am a Christmas sweater. Oh my gosh, look how big this is. Like last year, this fit me. They don't match, but like look how big it was.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna need a rocket.
I don't know. We're getting a fashion show by Ellie. There's a lot going on there. We got boxing up kids. We got a fashion show.
I'm gonna be canceled.
All the kitties disappeared.
Box came out, all the kitties disappeared.
Renee, you're on here. You need to come on.
It does look like that. Huh? Should I just bring them out? I mean, they're just playing in the room now.
We'll just take your word for it, Ellie. We'll take your word for it that the kids are okay.
Okay, they're not in that box. We gotcha.
Her kids are okay.
Kids love to play in boxes. I remember when mine were little, I have a picture of them all three in a box, and they were like, "We want you to box us up and ship us to California." Like, we don't know anyone in California. Who's gonna get you?
The worst thing that the kids do though is they'll like climb into my washer and dryer because they're like the front loader ones, and so like sometimes they'll just like if I'm not paying attention, I'll like find them just sitting in there like ah! Yeah, that's fun.
That's scary.
So they're more likely in the dryer than the box. Oh, I hear crying.
Oh, they're coming out of the box.
They went out.
She's going to unbox them. She's going to untape the boxes.
I don't think she should have given him that box knot cutter to get out of the box with.
Gail is like, what did I get myself into? But I think she would have, I think she kind of suspected the stream would have gone sideways at some point.
I can always count on you, Nick.
The cry sounded muffled.
Oh my God. Okay, listen. You're talking about things that YouTube's not going to like. We better watch it. They don't mess around with kids now.
Renee was supposed to come on my Halloween stream with Carrie and Susie, but I think she's I don't know. Maybe she has a date with some cows. I don't know, Renee. What's up, man? You and Susie were supposed to lead the stream, and me and Carrie were just going to sit back and chill. What happened?
Yeah.
Renee, you need to come on.
I just use links for Amazon, Shopify, Spring. Yeah, I've never heard of Spring and Spreadshop. What the heck is that?
I've never heard of that either.
Yeah.
Are they like Shopify?
I guess.
All right.
Renee, it's not Halloween, but I need your information to send you the stream info. It's next week, Renee. Ellie, while you were gone, we heard muffled cries.
Yeah, they're good. My daughter just attacked my son. It's fine.
Aw.
You know, play fighting. They do that. They're okay. I promise.
Mine really fight.
Come here, sweetheart.
Not anymore, but
Yeah, I got the boy here. Come here.
Yeah, I used to buy Spring t-shirts.
Buy what shirts?
Spring,
Like
that's the
Teespring?
other store, is a
Oh.
t-shirt store. I used to buy their t-shirts.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
is it the same
Teespring.
thing as Teespring? Bueller.
I like the
Oh, we see
Snorkel
had-
t-shirts.
And we
All
see
right.
what's happening over there. She's given the child a toy because she feels bad for taping him in the ball.
He was sitting in my lap earlier with the toy. You guys are gonna get me in trouble.
I know. I am not submitting this stream for monetization.
I'm sorry.
I guess this is payback for the raccoon story.
Oh my God.
What raccoon
Kim,
story?
we were on stream having an innocent conversation, and then Kim, go ahead. What happened to the raccoon?
I accidentally shot a raccoon.
Accidentally?
On stream?
How does one accidentally shoot anything?
Did you like slip and
Pull the trigger?
I was trying to scare it. I don't want to tell the story again because it was risque enough the first time I told it. But it was when I was 21 years old, so it's well in the past.
Oh, I thought it was on stream. I was like,
no, I told this story and then I was like, why did I tell that? I mean, I love raccoons. They're just the cutest little cuddly shits that there ever were, but they're meaner and shit. But I love raccoons. But I didn't realize how bad it sounded till it came out of my mouth, and I'm like, crap, why did I tell that story? They were trying to get my mama cat and kittens. It was trying to get my mama cat and kittens, eating all their food, wouldn't go away, was like hissing at me and like coming at me. And so I shot in the dark. I shot in the dark down the hill with a shotgun. And it was very, very dark. And anyway, I should have told the story a second time. It was, I didn't even realize that I did anything. I didn't realize that anyway, it wasn't a great idea. I was 21. So, out in the country.
A shotgun would do it, yeah.
It was a shotgun, but anyway. It was trying to hurt my mama cat.
you were protecting.
I was, but I felt really crappy about it. And then I told the stupid story. Now I'm telling it a second time. And now I feel even worse.
It was just as bad as the first time.
I think it's worse. Like, I feel
Probably
worse
because
every
you
time
called the
I tell it.
raccoon mean. I'd be mean at you too if you came at me with a shotgun.
I didn't have that. I was just like, get out of here. And it just looked at me like, And then it started towards Mama Cat and her kittens, and I got the broom, and the broom didn't even stop it. It was like, whatever. They're
Well, Kim,
mean.
if it'll make you feel any better, I once ran over a Cocker Spaniel. It was dark.
Aww.
I was coming down the hill from where I used to board my horse, and this Cocker Spaniel just ran right in front of my truck, and I ran over it, and I went about a block before I could turn my big truck around to go back and check on it. By that time, somebody else had come along and seen it and had already picked it up and taken it. But, then I went home and I was able to get my little Cocker Spaniel sticker and add another one to the side of my truck.
Aw. I was going through a toll on the New Jersey Turnpike, and
Did you get your cats that last month? She's killed more than one.
I ran over Thumper on the Jersey Turnpike, and I called my mom crying. I said, I think I killed Thumper.
I mean, when you live out in the country, those rabbits are on a suicide mission.
Yeah. So, since we're telling stories,
Oh God, Sean.
I was walking my dog Chase a while back. Come here. He doesn't. He's laying down. But anyway, so he's a Chihuahua, so they're rat dogs, and
I have a little rat up too.
And so I was walking him through the parking lot of the truck stop, and this rat just bolts out from underneath a trash can, and I didn't even before I even knew that what happened, he had the rat and was just killing it. He got it.
Where I used to keep my horse many years ago, we used to have this. We had this neighbor where I used to keep my horse that had these two dogs. One was this great big huge black Labrador, with the head the size of a buffalo. I mean, it was just huge. a real sweet dog, but she loved to kill the ground squirrels, and we always cheered her on, told her what a good girl she was. And I was there one day when she caught a ground squirrel in the pile and shook that thing, and then she carried it around in her mouth for about an hour and a half to show everybody that she'd killed a ground squirrel, because horse people hate ground squirrels. We want them all to be dead. But she had a little dog friend, just this little tiny kind of a long-haired mixed dog, about the size of a rabbit. And that dog used to chase the horses, and I kept yelling at the dog to get out of the arena and stop chasing the horses, because you're going to get killed one day. And she did get killed one day, and lucky me, it was my horse that killed her, so I felt bad about that.
Aww. Well, we used to live next door to, I used to live next door to a man that had some mules. And talk about mean. Those things, you get a dog in there and they try to stomp the crap out of them, the life out of them. Like, they would kill them. And that was scary, because my dog would always run first thing right underneath that fence. And yeah, it was scary.
That's why people
never kill an animal, like, especially now. Like, I could never. I mean, that's why it's actually kind of bizarre that I'm a carnivore, because I have a soft heart when it comes to animals. I could never kill one myself.
The lady I actually bought some Angus beef from, she is the same way. She for Christmas. That's a good one. I'm gonna remember that one. But yeah, my egg lady, I just bought some beef from her, and she said it was a crippled steer that they had, they slaughtered, and she's the same. She doesn't like to kill things, and yet she works for the ag department. She's a slaughterhouse inspector, and so we both talk about how we have these soft bleeding hearts and don't want anything to die, but we're going to eat the meat.
I mean, I think it's just, but I think that plays into, like, I really have a higher conscience for just making sure that, things aren't done in a bad way. If I have if I had any choice over it, which a lot of times, what I have to choose from is Walmart meat. So it's not, I mean, I always joke around that I like it the best. It tastes the best. But I would never support, what I would support would be the humane killing of the animals. Like, it, unfortunately in life, in order for something to live, other things have to die. That's just the way it is. I mean, and it goes back to the whole, the whole, life, not life cycle, but, what we learned back in, like, first grade, the circle of life, the one animal eats another animal eats another, the little fishies eat the big fishies eat the little fishies.
The animal kingdom?
No, it's like I don't know what it's called. I haven't been in first grade.
Food chain, that's it.
The food chain. Yeah, I haven't been in first grade in a long time. But I think that's where a lot of, like, vegans
anybody
and
who tells you we're at the top of the food
vegetarian
chain is not right.
What'd you say?
So anybody who tells you we're at the top of the food chain is not right. Go with your bare hands against a lion and find out who's at the top of the food chain.
Yeah, exactly. But like, I think that a lot of vegetarians and vegans and stuff, they do it for their sympathy for animals. Yeah. But I think what they misunderstand about us is that we're not, like, all hunters. We're not all people who, just don't mind killing animals, or, and even hunters, a lot of them, they wouldn't just go around randomly killing animals, and they would utilize all of the meat from the animal that they killed.
If I could interject, going hunting is not just an easy thing. It takes you could go out to go hunting, and you can go for, like, an entire day and you can get nothing. It's not like, it takes a lot of stamina and time, and you have to actually know what you're doing. So that by the time you actually find an animal that you can, take home to feed your family, there's a lot of thankfulness, because it is quite difficult. And it's like it's not like we could just go to the grocery store and pick up an entire buck. I think there's a lot more thought that goes into hunting, and the same could be said to eat this diet, because it's like we have to take care of ourselves first before we can take care of others. And nobody wants to like cause death, right? But it is an inevitable part of life. And to pretend like it doesn't happen, like, what was that study? Like millions or maybe possibly even billions of like animals die each year due to agriculture, like pests and, birds and all that stuff. So it's like, you can't escape it.
Yeah.
Something must die for something else to live.
Yeah, that's it. It's exactly true. It's unfortunate, but it's true. And we cannot think about it. We can put our head in the sand and just be like, oh, I only eat things that don't have moms or whatever, but that doesn't make it true. You have to actually look into what you're saying.
Did you ever see the TV show Pushing Daisies?
Mm-mm.
No.
Oh, I love that show. It was kind of a shame that it only lasted one season, I think. It was it was a fanciful tale. It could have been a Dr. Seuss story, except for the death. It's about a man who, if he touches a dead thing, it comes back to life. But if he touches it a second time, it dies. But every time he touches a dead thing that comes back to life, something else nearby dies.
Yep.
So the same idea.
Oh, I've seen there's like 1 or 2 seasons, right?
Yeah, something like that. It was.
Yeah, I think I did see that. That was a pretty interesting show.
I love that show. And the way he kept trying to protect his girlfriend that he was in love, he'd been in love with his whole life. She died, and he brought her back to life, and then he had to figure out creative ways to never touch her again. And at first, he had to keep it a secret from her, and he finally realized that he had to tell her what was going on, so that she could be helpful at not ever being touched again, and yet still be his girlfriend. So it was a pretty good show.
And according to Jonathan, and I think this is an official number, 4 quadrillion animals die from plant crops in the U.S. each year.
Sounds legit.
Well, guys, I'm going to have to get off here because
I was going to say I have to go too.
I've been so productive up to the point I started this live, and I still feel like I have produced. So this is good. And I brought all you guys together so I can be like, I feel like a success for today. So,
yeah. This was really fun.
You were a good mama butter.
Yay! Don't let it be your last. We'll have to do some more impromptu lives because that's
my channel. Yeah, my channel is too small to do anything right now.
Wait, what's your channel, Gail?
Serge Lioness.
Jonathan. Well, Sean, I don't know if you're in the chat. Yeah. Jonathan or Sean, who's on the stream, can you guys drop Gail's channel in the chat?
What was the channel name again? What was your channel name again?
I can do a link. So what is it?
Yeah, Sean can do a link in my chat too.
But it won't show up in mine, will it?
There.
As a clickable link? Nick? No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No.
Okay.
What was your channel name again? I'm sorry.
Sirs, SIRS.
Oh, wait, that's not it. That's not it. Hold on.
See, I put it on yours, Nick.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
Nope.
Okay, I see it.
Nope.
Okay, CIRS.
Oh, Circle Linus. Everybody keeps talking, so I couldn't hear.
No circus. How do I? Okay, I hid that. There we go.
We
Well,
got it. We
Oh,
got
there
it.
you go. There's
I
our
don't know what I
thing.
did.
We got it.
This is it, right?
There.
Almost.
Is that it?
On my channel. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you, Jonathan.
YouTube.
Wait,
Yeah, I
oh,
asked them
YouTube.
because they're mods in my channel, and then people can just click on it. It's a
I
clickable
know,
link
but
if they
you
do
can't
it.
click on in my. Since I'm running the live, I don't
Thank
You
think
would
you,
have to,
Jonathan.
yeah, but it would only
Okay.
show up in your chat. It wouldn't show up in ours, unfortunately. But yeah, thank you, Jonathan. But yeah, everyone go drop her a sub. She was a good sport for doing
Is
an
that it?
impromptu Christmas chat.
Is this it? Did I do it right?
I'm all in for dressing up for things.
I don't know. That's it. I'm looking at my chat. Okay. Nope, that's not it.
Oh my goodness.
Nicole's. Just got in Nicole's. I don't know.
Well, before we head off, does anyone have anything fun coming up this week?
No.
No.
Well, channel-wise, if I may, I'll just plug something. I do a show called Lioness Lifestyle Live every Tuesday at 8 p.m. and it's all about women who are a meat-based eater. So if you're low carb to lion, but you focus on meat and you feel really good, you can come on and share your story. And that's with Christy from Meeting Wellness and Lindsay from Lindsay Lexus, and it's a lot of fun.
Cool.
It's a fun chat.
Yeah.
I get to slip in on that once in a while.
We love having you.
But it's the same at night as my dance night, so I'm often late.
I'm speaking with a nurse and former fatty.
I actually do have a couple of things I've got tonight. I'm going to be with Greg on what's it called again? The football. What did I say it was?
Low carb football.
The low carb football party. Yeah, and let's see here. His channel is called, what is it? There's so many. Oh, my weight loss. Yeah. So I'm going to be with him on there tonight, and then I have an interview coming up, like I think November 4th or 6th, but it's going to be pre-recorded with Carnivore Soldier. And then I also have a not so live Saturday with Nicole and Jonathan. It's going to be pre-recorded.
A nurse and a former fatty.
Yeah, with a nurse and a former fatty.
That's awesome.
What about you, Sean? We got to get you to 3,000 watch hours. You going to upload some stuff? What are you doing?
Yeah, after this video, I'm gonna record a video where I'm reviewing a truck stop, the Mainstream Market. 7 locations in Texas, and they all have amazing meat selection. So we'll be doing that tomorrow. Be recording with Dave for his channel, and then I'm gonna be interviewed by Lena. I'm bad with names.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got some stuff. I was supposed to be doing a stream with Kip and Randy, ground beef guy, Sunday, but my days got switched off to where I'm off today instead of Sunday, so I had to cancel with Kip.
Aw.
So, yeah. But I might do a random stream tomorrow, just kind of like this. I don't know. I might, if I get bored enough or I run out of things to do. So, yeah.
Random's always fun.
I like random because I mean, if it's planned out, like how do I know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow at 1 o'clock? You know, I mean, I can't predict that.
I only usually go live when my husband's home because then he could rein in the kids. So this way is interesting for sure.
But you know what? It's fine. Like it's totally fine.
It was
Ellie.
fine.
I mean,
Okay. I'm sorry. I kept like popping in and out. And
yeah. And you can do what I do with my dogs. Just mute until you want to talk, and then just talk, and then mute again. That's what with my dogs I have to do that because they have no chill at all.
Yeah,
That's what I
I
was
was
doing while I was
definitely.
eating.
Yeah, I was
Sorry.
gonna say that was definitely what I was doing, using the mute button.
Well, I
Okay.
have a live stream today at 4. That's why I have to hop off to eat before that. Where I'm
Okay.
going on with Pim, which is Bart K's better half. We're going to be talking about emotional eating. And then I have a live stream Monday night, Jersey Girls Uniting with Erin of The Low Carbist is her YouTube channel. And then Renee is going to join in on this because I'm making her. On Sunday the 29th, we're doing a fun holiday Halloween stream with Susie, hopefully Renee and Carrie, my metamorphosis. And I think I'm doing the Ellie collab for actual Halloween day. I think that's what I'm
Yeah,
scheduled
the
to
evening.
go
Yeah.
on. So yeah, so I'm going to be busy the next couple of weeks, so it's going to be tons of fun.
So, Nicole, do not overextend yourself, okay? Do you see me? I'm looking right at you.
I can feel her gaze.
Don't overextend yourself, okay?
Yeah.
You're getting revved back up again.
One a week. I'm limiting myself to one a week. One live
Okay,
stream a
that'll
week.
work.
Yeah. What about you, Gail? I just dropped you a sub, and I'm hoping everyone else in the chat will show some love and drop you a sub. But what do you have going on with your YouTube?
Oh, well, with my YouTube, well, I'm hoping to get something else up in the next day or two. The last one I uploaded took 8 hours to upload, so these things have to be planned out. Yeah, my upload speed is 0.16 megabytes per second.
Ooh.
When I'm lucky.
What?
Yeah.
What do you have, dial-up?
Go to
No,
Starbucks.
I've got
Their
this
coffee's not that
site-to-site
great, but you
internet.
can upload.
Yeah, but it works. My computer's really old, so it also moves pretty slow by itself, and it gets very, very upset when things take a long time to load, and the fan will just be whizzing away, making all kinds of noise. But anyway, that's hopefully going to happen next day or two. I did an interview with Dave Mack, and that should hopefully be dropping in the next couple of days, I hope. It was supposed to be last Friday, but it didn't make last Friday, so maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure. So I got that, and then I have a very exciting trip to Walmart later today.
Hey, can we go with you? Will you do like a shop and chat?
A shop and chat,
Yeah. Shop and
chat.
What I buy at Walmart,
that
could be a good video.
I go in there, I buy 2 things, and I leave as soon as I can. I try not to spend a whole lot of time in there. I just want to get in and out.
You know, I love like shop with me videos, and I love like haul videos and stuff. And so I tried to do one time, and there was probably about 6 or 7 inches of snow outside. So on the way, I showed everybody the pretty snow, and I got there and I couldn't find a cart. So I finally found one, because everybody was getting their bread and their milk. So I finally found a cart, and here I am just going around the store, and I'm talking, and I've got my people, and I'm showing them different stuff I'm buying. And then I came back to put all my stuff in my cart, and it was gone. Somebody stole my freaking cart in the middle of my shop with me. Took my cat food. I had bags of cat food, and they took it out and put it on the ground, took my dang cart. And I was like, I'm going to end my life. I don't have a freaking cart.
Those hooligans.
Awful.
How dare they?
Yeah, it was on TikTok, though. So they were like, okay, whatever. All right. Well, guys, I guess we're going to go. Does anybody else have anything else they want to share before we go?
I need to poop.
Thank you for the subs.
All right. Peace out, y'all.
Bye.